Hello, everyone, and welcome to Throwback Thursday. Today, we are revisiting one of the greatest games of all time.
Didn't we decide to call it Throw Up Thursday?
You did. On the podcast we recorded today, which is a recap of 2021.
It's a podcast to market other podcasts. It's genius, whoever came up with that idea. Hey, we're glad to be playing Netrunner. Welcome, everybody who's been flooding the comments section of various videos for the past year.
I just remember what I was going to ask
Glad to have you.
Yeah, play Netrunner. Play Netrunner.
Glad to have you. You know, we're doing it.
You know, if more people would request it, we would do
Zach,
it more often.
You're going to kill me. And I'm
Specifically,
going to kill you.
If you're watching this back later and you want us to stream Netrunner again, just leave a comment. While you're there, tell us where you're from. City and state or country. Go ahead, everyone live. I'd love to hear it. Where's everyone watching Netrunner from?
Yeah,
I saw
good
people
question.
chatting before we went live about recently getting in. If you're unaware, there's a community-led effort called Project Nisei. They've been running stuff, adding new cards. We're playing with only Nisei cards here. We bought that starter pack.
We bought the System Gateway. It's awesome. And now we're going to be taking those starter decks, building some decks of our own here on the stream, if you can believe it. So if you are just getting started with Netrunner and you do have the System Gateway like us, I will at least show you the madness that I go through to build a runner deck and maybe even a corp deck. You're going to build a corp deck while you're here, I assume.
Yep.
Zach's probably a little more systematized, you think?
I don't know. I'm used to the chaos.
Do you even remember how to build a Netrunner deck?
Yeah. Influence, etc. Economy.
Hedge funds.
Easy peasy. Yeah, 3 hedge funds. You start there. And then we'll see where things go.
I love it. Dude, look at this. Look at everybody. You guys are just phenomenal. No way you can read all of this.
Yeah. Is that a challenge?
Stop. Yeah, dude. You go. I'll get my cards sorted out here, you know?
All right, here. I'll start reading chat. You
read it like that country song where they say every Alabama, Michigan, that would happen in you.
Arkansas,
Sweden, yeah.
I've been everywhere, man.
They were super funny. Again, you know, all these late night hosts have their own biases and are often very much not funny. But all Seth Meyers, you know, like it was for a long time not funny. Maybe still isn't. But
did he cross the Rubicon on the funny?
Had a really good joke the other night on this corrections bit, which I actually find to be. It's more of an authentic kind of like presentation. It's less scripted. It feels like
what's
that.
The corrections bit mean?
It's basically the past week, like anything that was gotten wrong throughout various shows, things mispronounced or whatever. He will mention anybody who corrected them in the comments section or whatever. But anyway, one of them was that the British viewers were always mad that he was pointing out contradictions in British English rules, but skipping over contradictions in American English rules.
And boy, are they real.
And that viewer said, for instance, the difference between Kansas and Arkansas. And he said, I don't see a problem. And I thought it was so funny because obviously it's pronounced Arkansas, but then he said it Arkansas as if there wouldn't be an issue with
it. Just moved along.
It's genius.
Just took the critique in stride, basically.
Yeah, anyway. So whenever you said states, I thought
Dayton is from the city of Play Conquest again. Whatever.
We got a conquest contingent now.
Whatever that is. Jason Gleason saying, please play Netrunner every week. Yeah, that's not going to happen.
It's not. We can't. I mean, we could.
You know what?
We absolutely could, actually.
We'll PDP this thing. If we get 1,000 people who are content members saying that they want us to play Netrunner every week, we'll do it. We'll do it. Scott Carlson from Dayton, Ohio, representing XSTNL from New Zealand, Auckland, saying, let's go. Meanwhile, Thomas Morton from Springfield, Virginia, it seems. Springfield everywhere.
Those New Zealanders are really... They're really getting in all of these. They're everywhere. They're always where I am.
I've interacted with more New Zealanders in the past 2 years than the rest of my life.
Easily. Yeah, I mean, Fab obviously got us in, but then it's like, well, there's a lot of games that New Zealanders are making. They're everywhere. What was the other one that's from New Zealand recently? Sorcery?
Yeah.
There's a New Zealand game, too.
That's right.
What are you guys up to? I mean, it's great. You're doing high fantasy rights because you're in the land of Lord of the Rings.
Ciprin, I think that's how you say your name, from Russia. Russia Netrunner, apparently. Jason Pitcher, Indiana. Zach Armstrong, Georgia. We got Connecticut in the house with Boyd. Joe Solo from Boston. Dan from Denver. Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Brazil, yeah.
Did I say that anywhere near right?
Sao Paulo, yeah, that's right.
Connecticut. Boston again. Lots of Boston. Aruba. PMK, you're from Aruba or just in Aruba? I got that the Beach Boys, I think, song in my head earlier this year.
I think anyone from Aruba probably will deal with that exact reality.
Because we were looking at going to an island. I love islands.
Wait, who's we?
Me and my wife.
Oh.
We're not going.
I was like, dang,
instead,
you
we
didn't tell
chose to go to Branson, Missouri.
An island of sorts.
Yes, an island of...
An island of a certain way of being.
Branson is a lifestyle.
Yeah, that's you're completely right. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Kern's from France. That's cool. And we got Philadelphia in the house. David Walls saying, "Shh, I'm watching from work in Conway." Is AR Arizona? AK is Arkansas, right?
AK is Alaska.
Arkansas?
AK
What's
is
Arkansas?
Alaska.
AR?
I think it's AR. MR Ducks? Yeah, AR.
Arkansas.
Arkansas. Yeah, AK is Alaska, right?
Vlad, I have no idea.
AL is Alabama.
From Las Vegas, saying, thinking of jumping into this game.
Middle school.
Citizen Gateway is a great place to start. So I think it's like $50.
This is a great stream to start with. Come and hang out with us for a little bit. We'll make it happen.
Nick saying he's from Perth, Scotland. CT saying New Angeles
I gotta get to Scotland.
with a smile.
Don't I look like somebody who should be in Scotland?
Is Scotland just
Oi.
North England?
Hey, wait, how do Scottish people sound?
I have no idea.
I
was asking if it was north of England. You're over here asking about the accent. I have no clue.
What is it that they say? Scottish
Scotland.
people are known for saying a certain thing,
Scotland's North England?
right? And it's like Braveheart. Braveheart?
I'm just trying to get my bearings.
Is it Braveheart? It's Braveheart. That's the story of Scotland, right? Scottish people.
I have no idea.
Rob Roy, I know, is the story of Scottish people.
Obviously, I'm totally out of
That's
my element here, dude.
It's not like A. You know how British people always say, or Canadians always say A, and British people always say...
Always look for a spot of tea.
Oi. Oi? I don't
Oi.
know. OI? No, that's like ruffians in the UK.
Oi.
That's like soccer hooligans.
Yeah, I've been watching Ted Lasso's about that exact thing.
Okay, right on.
So I was like, oi. They definitely say oi.
Okay.
One of my favorite characters on that show always says oi.
Jeremy De Laporte. And the Scots have all left the stream. According to my ancestry, I think I'm like 40% Scottish.
That would check out.
And then
I would believe that.
Also some English as
Hey,
well.
I don't know if we've ever had someone from Serbia on the stream. Anton from Serbia. I don't think I've read Serbia somewhere. People, we used to do this every day. Early in the pandemic, I'd ask where people were from. I heard a lot of places, like Lucas here from Jamaica.
Yeah.
But Serbia is new. Red Consensus from South Dakota. That's not new. Brian from Switzerland. I do want to go to Switzerland really bad.
You gotta go.
I want to go
Switzerland's kind of tucked away there.
northern Italy and Switzerland. They're close to each other. I know that much.
All right. You seen a map or something?
Erky from Finland. Taylor from Virginia. Breakfast Man from Breaker Bay. Drono War from Russia. We've got a couple Russians. Netrunner must be big in Russia.
It absolutely is. You didn't know?
Chess is big in Russia, right?
Yeah, huge. Yeah.
Critical
At
Complainer.
least it was.
This is irony. Critical Complainer. The comments is Netrunner's the best.
Oh, wow.
No complaints
We broke
here.
his complaint streak.
No complaints here. David Vedral, quick question. Why are you streaming when you could be building 3.0?
Oh, well,
a good question.
if we could be building 3.0 instead of streaming, we would be.
Yeah.
But that's well out of our control at this point.
There's only so much we're capable of. Joe Solo apparently saying influence and economy says my deck building skills are perfect.
Yep,
Specifically.
that's pretty much what you need.
Gree wants us to read it like the Animaniacs song.
that's actually worth. That's worth considering.
Bougie saying Nisa just had a very successful PAX Unplugged. I did see that. They had a big tournament. They had product that you could just buy from them. They had
Really?
a booth at PAX Unplugged, and apparently sold out of all their products.
Really?
Which I don't know how it
All right.
works
So
legally.
so can we talk about Nisei? Are you guys in the chat? Is somebody from Nisei in the chat?
I thought they were skirting the law in the most Netrunner way possible, but they're just at conventions with a booth selling product. What?
Are you legally exposed at all? Like, do you honestly? I would love to know that. If you feel that is the law built in such a way that you know that there's no issue with selling particularly cards like this, or is it like you donate a certain amount and then you get a gift of cards? You know how people do that sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know. Like, this is fascinating because we've not seen
a lot of the times the cards come from like a drive-through or like a playing cards online or something. So they're not the ones. The make playing cards is not. They're selling the service of printing the file you provide.
Right.
You provide the file. So there's like it's really weird on who you
It's
even
like
go
how
after.
Facebook is just giving you a platform to say all sorts of crazy things that nobody wants to hear, but they're not responsible for
That's
the
right.
result of those
But
crazy things.
suddenly they are starting to have to be responsible for that. So,
Well, that's what I'm saying when you say,
Check this out. This is cool. PMK saying, I am legit from Aruba. As someone from Aruba, what island in the Caribbean is the best island to visit? We'll see if you're biased or not. Joris from Belgium, like the name. Vikinti from Ukraine.
Ukraine, yeah.
It popped down. I was in the middle of reading and I got Ukraine, which is funny. Raymond apparently saying he's from Springfield, Ireland. Is there really a Springfield, Ireland?
Sure.
I joked that there's Springfield of everything.
There's Springfield everywhere, yeah, I guess that's right.
He says he was joking. Dublin. I like Dublin. Bobbin says, we're doing startup or standard? I don't know what that means.
We're doing startup for sure. I think we're taking the system gateway cards and building decks and playing.
Dane apparently saying I pronounce Boston like a true local.
Boston.
Oh man, too good. Newson apparently
Why aren't we streaming Netrunner every day? This is so
Wimbledon.
much fun, right?
I'm having a good time. I'm telling you, we'll PvP this thing.
Okay.
You want a weekly Netrunner stream? Maybe we'll start a subscription. Won't charge until we have enough people. 1,000 people sign up for that subscription. Boom, weekly Netrunner stream.
I like when you commit to things that I'm not comfortable doing.
I said maybe. Torres88 from Chicago. I love Chicago. Milo's from London, UK. Milo's, what is something that people in the UK say that you don't catch us saying on stream very often?
Brilliant.
Technically, I don't know. This could be inappropriate. Is bloody a cuss word?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
know.
I mean, you might use it in like an aggressive way, but the same way that I might say like freaking. Like, is that a cuss word? I mean, it's kind of hinting at the concept.
The concept of cuss words is funny to me.
Their cursing is so far advanced past what we're doing here in the States. It's alarming.
They're good at it. They've had more time.
So much better.
Yeah.
Like, so much better.
Do you have the standard data tokens? I see the holiday tokens. We need to mention that.
I've got them down there.
I want to show this. Can you go top down real quick?
Yeah.
I do want, before we get too far in this video, the one way we might somehow make money off this stream has to be said. So we
It's
get
going to be a
asked.
wild one today, isn't it?
It is, yeah. We get asked a lot. We have a set of tokens listed on the website. I think we're sold out. So if you want these, go to the website. In the shop, there's a drop down for holiday tokens. Go to this product, sign up for the wait list. We're using that wait list to determine how many more of these to make. Probably doing one more run of this product. And it's got a few things in it. We get asked a lot for the click trackers. Someone earlier was saying they finally got our click trackers, which we'll be using today. And this whole set is, as far as I know, kind of like 80s cyberpunk inspired, like old school cyberpunk. I don't know.
So we had in 2015, we were developing a cyberpunk like influence set, like a more traditional kind of classic, what you would expect from the cyberpunk, like the fluorescent colors and the black lights.
Yeah,
and
like
those kinds of things.
These virus tokens are wicked.
These are actually all black light, like compatible, whatever that
Really?
means, activated.
No.
Yeah, they look crazy.
Really?
Hold on, I'll show you a picture. Yeah, I have a picture on the product.
The paint is black light?
Dude, anything that's fluorescent, so like some of the acrylics pop, and then all the things that aren't acrylic,
Like the
fluorescent
colors?
acrylic, the paint is
Really?
fluorescent. Yeah.
Okay, so if you play your games in Netrunner under black light,
Yeah.
it's wild.
Please, kind of invite me to a sesh.
But the holiday set comes with 2 sets of click trackers, right? The virus and then these kind of alt power.
The power, yeah.
This thing is crazy. The parallax is really doing some work. Basically the one etching on one side, I didn't know that was black light.
Yeah,
I see it. That's awesome.
Yeah. So anyway, this was in 2015. Jonathan was working on this set for a while. I honestly can't remember why we never got to finish it. Like I looked at the old task and we had tags that were in development that weren't finished. Power and virus were finished, and then we were doing credits and everything. Yeah. And we were going to do like a big sci-fi cyberpunk set. I don't know what happened. It's 2015. Maybe you took the site down. That could have been it.
Well, I think they were in development when the game ended.
Maybe that was it.
Right?
Maybe that was it. They in 2015.
No, it was 2016.
Okay.
I think was the end of Netrunner.
Maybe it's towards the end of 2015, and then
I think 2015 is when the reboot was happening.
Oh. So that's probably why we were going
No,
for
that's
it.
wrong. 2015 was that's way off. 2015 was the Lotus token.
Really?
Yeah,
Cool.
because I did take the site down,
Okay.
and then we were like, we got to figure this out, and then they didn't put any products out for a long
So maybe
time.
that's why we stopped, because we were failing.
Yeah, we were indeed. Reading some more comments real quick. We can go back to the full screen if you want. You can do whatever you want. Igor is saying Scotland, quoting me, is just North England, and now every Scotsman wants to kill Zag.
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't mean to imply anything negative. I just meant it's north of England, right?
There is a bit of a history to the area.
Yeah, as someone earlier said, Braveheart is Scottish.
It is. The English won't let us train with weapons.
Igor saying you should drink more scotch, Steven.
That is not what I need to be doing.
Gus from Barcelona. Jason from New Mexico. Milos is actually originally from Serbia, but has lived in the UK for ages. Torres wants to congratulate us online. Thank you. McNulty from Denmark. Is someone from Denmark a Dane? Danish?
Danish people from Denmark. That would make sense, wouldn't it?
I'm just confirming.
Swedes are from Sweden?
That would check out.
What's a Norwayman? Or Norway woman?
Norse?
Norse? Yeah.
Isn't that where they're from?
I guess that would make sense, yeah.
Brandon from Buffalo, New York.
Use this stream as an opportunity to be ignorant about a lot of things.
Milo's saying we technically have 2 people from Serbia on this stream.
That's cool, right? Super cool.
Dave
This is incredible to reach this many people.
Would like to see us shoveling dirt with a golden shovel.
Thomas Morton over here. 2018 is when it ended, by the way. Fall 2018. So I don't know why the Cyberpunk stuff eventually got canned. We just couldn't. I don't know what happened. I honestly don't know what happened.
Yeah, it just happened.
Norwegian, of course.
Yeah, check out. Norse. That was close.
So stupid. Thomas Morton, the Netrunner token was the data tokens were the things that got me into TC as a company.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean that's true for a lot of folks.
Another question. If you're watching this back later, you can leave this comment too.
God, why do you give me so much work?
How did you find out about us? What led everyone here?
Did you ask this last time?
No, maybe.
I don't know.
I've asked this a couple times, but it's really wild to hear those stories. Torres asking if I'm going to see Spider-Man tonight. I'm actually not going till Saturday. So, pray for me to avoid the spoilers.
Yeah, good luck, right? I think that dude got bit by a radioactive spider.
Sven from Cologne, Germany.
Dude, see, this is so cool.
Jeremy says, Zach, you got to stop saying PDP. People are going to start thinking you're bringing back Netrunner.
I mean, it's already here, right? The Nisei's done it. They've brought it. They've kept it going.
And I'm back to live, man. The other question people are asking. Brenda over saying Marvel Champions led me here. Mike saying Monster Apocalypse. Meanwhile,
wow,
Robert.
That's so cool.
Robert Niven saying the Netrunner pack openings.
That's so cool. Yeah, we love it, man.
Critical Complainer.
So cool.
Netrunner pack openings. Gregor found out that you guys have the data pack openings. Alex Becker found out the rest of the Netrunner TC Worlds coverage.
That.
Yeah.
Alex did?
Yeah. Van saying Star Wars Destiny videos. Jeremy De Laporte, Ash's coverage. Joe Solo, Star Wars LCG, and I Never Left.
Awesome.
Gregory Scott, the Netrunner How to Play video that we did right before the game ended.
Sick.
How about that?
Yeah, great timing on that one.
Scott saying, do you guys have System Update 21 and or Ashes to add into the system gateway? We don't. No, we're still we played the I think the original decks that we built with this set. We haven't added anything yet. But we may do another stream where we do that. Jason Gleason, I found you guys because of the Star Wars CCG.
That's pretty cool.
Frank Levi saying Arkham streams early in the pandemic.
What's up, everybody? Well, welcome.
Breakfast Man 321 X-Wing Gamecast. Would love to see you two play X-Wing again. It's on the list. It's just hard to stream.
That actually needs to happen, probably.
Waria is saying I got to know TC watching the X-Wing tournament coverage way back when. Ooh, Chris saying Agate First Edition. I loved your tournament videos.
Man, put a lot of love into those guys.
Mike says I still watch your old Monpog videos and I listen to your old podcasts.
All right, you ready for me to actually play this thing? Let me show you something. Okay, check it out.
Alex C, this is cool. Found out TC from Fab streams, but Netrunner is one of the most talked about games I hear about. So here I am.
It's a masterclass in how to design a game somehow. Honestly, just on it somehow.
Fab?
Fab or no? Netrunner. Yeah, it's just like whatever this brew of things is. It exists nowhere else, and it is perfect, exactly as it is. Okay, let's talk about deck building. As somebody who's not done it in a good 4 years,
welcome back.
Welcome back.
You just have your Anatomy of Anarch deck.
Yeah, somehow. Okay, so here's if I'm a Netrunner deck builder. So if you just got System Gateway, maybe the Ashes expansion or whatever, and you're like, oh, I don't even know where to begin. Here's where you begin.
CT saying, preach, Steven.
First thing that you do, what I've done here is I'm going to play Anarch, but I'm faction agnostic in where I'm going to pull my tools from. So what I've done is I've basically gotten all of my icebreakers out in front of me, and you can do this on like Netrunner DB or whatever, and just search what are all the barrier breakers, what are all the code gate breakers, etc. And you're just going to kind of look at where your own weaknesses are in faction. So like it's pretty obvious for Anarch out of these cards. I've got 2 breakers, one for barrier. It's a cleaver, and I've got a buzzsaw. All very nicely anarchy feeling.
You want the 3,
things.
right? The 3 breakers.
I would prefer to break sentries as well, not just not be able to break those. So I've got a couple of options for that. One is I can play Echelon from Shaper. One is playing Carmen from Criminal. And then one is just relying on Mayfly and maybe recurring it over and over again, which is not how I like to do anything. So I'm just going to, with this card pool as it is, I know that these are my options, and I'm going to have to choose one of these Sentry Breakers in addition to this suite. I also know that looking at my Anarch cards, there's a couple of things, you know, just reviewing the card pool. I've got a couple of other like icy type interactive cards. Leech is one of them. This is a really, really important. So you're going to be able to lower strength of ice. That usually means that in Anarch, you can play cheaper icebreakers that are going to break ice at a lower strength because your Leech is going to be doing a lot of the work to lower those strength costs.
And a lot of the old Anarch icebreakers had like a fixed, like you couldn't increase the strength.
Yeah.
So that you had to have stuff that could lower. Yeah.
You had to make it happen. And a lot of times, some of these are very just cost prohibitive to go much higher. Yeah. Like you see, if you compare Carmen here, let's just assume that they both install for 3 because Carmen has a condition that lets you install it for 2 less. Both of them are breaking sentries for 1. Both of them are paying for plus strength. But if you look at the flip on Echelon here, it's 3 money for 2 strength. Carmen is 2 money for 3 strength. So this is obviously the better Sentry Breaker, but Echelon only costs 1 influence compared to 2, and it costs 3 rather than a conditional 5. Mm-hmm. So like as an Anarch player, I'm going to lean towards this. It's a little scrappier, but I think with the Leech being out, like I can probably make that work. So that's kind of where I start to form up.
It's influence efficient, not economically efficient, but if you have a way to lower strength, you'll end up paying, like this could be overkill.
Yeah.
It's kind of what you're saying.
Yeah, definitely. And then we've also got this card Botulus, and this is a, you know, these factions all have different tools in addition to their breakers to sometimes get into trouble. This is a virus. You install it on a piece of ice. You put virus counters on it every turn, and then you can remove a virus counter to break a subroutine on ice. So like this doesn't even need, you can just put this on a problematic piece of ice, and then it kind of takes care of your problems.
Oh,
so what my ideal world is like,
that's cool.
I like to play a bigger rig style. I don't like to not be able to get places. You as a person.
Yeah, just fundamental.
As a human being.
You don't want to rely on opportunity. You want to actually have the tools.
Agency.
Yeah, you want agency.
Full agency.
Jason's saying, can you guys give a quick high-level explanation of gameplay as a reminder? Short version is you're trying to score 7 agenda points.
It's hide and seek.
Like the corp's going to have agendas in their deck, like send a message. You'll see the top right on that card is a 5. That means you need 5 advancement counters as the corp on it to score it. The runner just has to find it. So they run at your deck, reveal the top card if they're successful. If it's an agenda, they score it. If they run at your hand, they got to see a random card. If that's an agenda, they score it. And it's worth the points. You see the 3 points on the left there. That's the fundamentals. Corp has to draw a card at the start of the turn, so their deck has to basically keep potentially presenting new agendas in deck or on top of, or in their hand or on top of deck. Then they get 3 actions. Runner gets 4 actions. Basic actions are draw a card, gain a money, play a card, make a run, kind of stuff. Install a piece of ice as the corp, and you go back and forth till someone gets 7 points. Game over.
You're right. All right, so I've got my kind of ideal, kind of my formative rig here.
It is fun to watch this all come together again. I haven't been back in the Netrunner deck building.
It's something, isn't it?
Mindset in a long time.
So you see, I've got 5 memory worth of things. I may have double Leech in the early game, but in the eventual reality of this, I probably want a Cleaver, a Buzzsaw, an Echelon, 1 Leech, and then I want to probably have 1 Botulus out. And I may have to override and get funky, but that's 5 memories worth, which means one of my consoles is going to come in and provide that 5th memory. All these consoles usually have memory. So I'm going to go from Breaker Suite, which is kind of an easy way to start, to looking at the 3 consoles available to me. Now, I'm a clever rather than good deck builder, which means my interest is in doing things that are probably not nearly as synergistic as would be obvious. So for instance, Renee, the identity here that I'll be playing, the first time each turn you trash a card you're accessing, gain a money and draw a card. Incredible value. Carnivore is obviously designed to go with
What's
Renee.
Carnivore do?
It's when you access something, you can trash 2 cards from your hand to trash it. And then obviously with this ability,
Get a card of
you
money.
gain 1 and 1 back. And so you can trash things that don't otherwise have a trash cost.
Yeah.
And you can also trash things for a very, like if it's a 5 trash or a 6 trash, you can pay cards instead. But I'm not gonna run that.
They're gone.
Why? Because it's too obvious. I'm gonna run this Penny Shaver. You know why? Because I love the card. Whenever you make a successful run, place 1 on it, and then you can take an action to place 1 and then take all. So it's essentially a more balanced Desperado. And I love Desperado Anarch.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm going.
Okay. Are you that's a lot of influence. 3
Well, I
influencers.
probably won't run all 3.
Yeah.
You only need 1 out, so you'll cut it. But we'll just get our stat going here. So we've kind of already seen, okay, so we're playing in Anarch. Your choice of console is going to have a big impact on how you're going to play. And you get creative, get weird, right? Like, let's have some fun with it. So I'm going to try Penny Shaver. That means I'm going to want to make a lot of successful runs. So next thing I'm going to look at is ways of making money and ways of drawing cards. Those are really the 2 most important things for me. So here, I get to lay out all of the ways that money is easier.
Sure Gamble. What's that card do?
It goes in your deck.
That's exactly what that
That's
card
exactly
does.
what that card does.
Yeah.
And these can be multiple accesses. And then I've got a ton of ways
See you, Joe.
to make money. This is not right.
Pay him.
Bim. Bim. Boom. Fermenter. Wildcat Strike. Isn't that card too good? Didn't we decide that? Telework contract. Creative commissions.
I couldn't tell you.
DMZZM operator. DMZZMZ operator. Red team. Okay. So we maybe don't need quite as much money if we're going with Penny Shaver. So we're going to look at different kinds of economy that we have access to. One is a card like Sure Gamble. This is instant economy. You trade 1 card for 4 money. It's a good trade. I'm going to run that. Look at a card like Fermenter. And there's 2 ways you can go looking at these initial cards. This is a virus. It has another memory. So if I want to start to bring a card like Fermenter in, I'm going to have to add these T400 memory diamonds. Which is also kind of nice because I get more hand size.
That card looks cool.
So what you're supposed to do with Renee is play these, play your fermenters, get 6 cards in hand so that you can effectively use the trashy console and not risk having a low hand size. But I hate playing cards like this. I will never play cards like this. I can't stand things that add memory as almost their only purpose.
Yeah.
So they're gone.
All
Which means fermenter's gone because I'm not spending any more memory on anything.
All
It's
right.
over. The dream's done. Okay, so Sure Gamble, let's say yes.
Apparently, Brett's saying people don't play Sure Gamble anymore.
Well,
I don't know if that's true or not.
that's fine. I mean, people can...
Not like here, but like with the current card pool.
Yeah, I mean, I could see a world where you would have enough card diversity and ways of making credits in numerous ways that it would be cool to not do that. Okay, so Overclock looks good for me because, again, my whole theme here is like I'm going to be running a lot. If I'm going to be running, I may as well get free money to do those runs and then get that money off of Penny Shaver whenever I successfully get in. So it's high on the list for me.
Brett says legally I have to tell you that was a joke.
I really love Smartware Distributor because it's drip economy. It costs me 0 to put out, and this is why it's called drip economy. You invest something in it now, and then it pays off over time. So this is click it, and then over the next 3 turns, you gain 1 every turn.
Yeah.
So that's going to be really handy if I have a few of these out that I can, make a run, click a couple of these up, and then I can keep making runs as I get that money over the next few turns. So I like drip economy in this kind of a deck. Let's look at Wildcat Strike. I think this is just, if you're looking at, where's my economy going to come from? In faction economy of this kind, 6 money or 4 cards for 2, really solid. So if they resolve it as 6, it's essentially a sure gamble. You're netting 4 credits. If they resolve it as 4 cards, it's extremely good. Because cards somehow are worth way more than money, and I haven't figured it out yet. Then we're going to look at other factions options here. We've got Red Team, install it, load 12, run a central server you've not run. If successful, take 3. So if we do our weird Netrunner math, I'm gonna factor out the card in all of these equations because you can factor it in or out, and there's reasons to do it both ways. But if you're paying 5 for this, you're going to get 12, and you're also going to run 4 times to do that. Now, it'd be one thing. So on its face, 12 minus 5 is 7. One of the hardest equations for me to do in my head. So I'm going to net 7 credits from this, but only if those central server runs are runs that actually have value outside of just getting me the money. So when Red Team is out, you need to make sure that you're not just running to get cash. Because even if you imagine, okay, so I'm netting 7 credits, but if I spend 4 of those actions just running archives to get money, then I'm just netting 3 credits. So that's worse than a sure gamble at that point. But if I'm able to use those central server runs for other things that I like, and if I'm actually getting Penny Shaver on top of that, looks really good. So this is a good combo. I'm playing a little Crim Anarch like I like. Telework Contract, similar. Load 9 when you install it. Click for 3. Use it once per turn. I'm not going to have the influence for this. It's a fine economy card. Creative Commission. Gain 5. If you have any clicks remaining, lose a click. That's fine, but not good enough. It's like a sure gamble.
Shigon.
It's a sure gamble. I just say if I was in Shaver, I'd run it. Of course, I'd run it. DZMZ Optimizer, +1 memory, and the first program you install each turn costs 1 less. Now, there's a compelling use case for this in an Anarch virus heavy build. Absolutely, you should be running this. That's not me, though. And Mutual Favor, oh, it's just the old-fashioned search for an icebreaker. Reveal it. If you made a successful run, you may install it. If you do not, add it to your grip.
Don't hate that.
Keep a few out. I always like searching my deck for things. Consistency, consistency, consistency. Okay, then we've got our card draw cards. Verbal Plasticity. The first time each turn you take the basic action to draw a card, instead draw 2. Well, that seems good. That'd be particularly good with Renee with his... I don't know, that's me, though. And then VRcation. Draw 4 cards. If you have any clicks remaining, lose a click.
Last kick, draw 4.
That's pretty solid,
Which
though.
could be good with his ability, because you're going to go down to like 1.
That's pretty set. If I was running this console, but I'm not.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Forget about it. We don't need that. We don't need that.
Jiminy Rickett asking, is there any game that has ever done asymmetry as good as Netrunner? The answer is no.
Nope. I'm going to leave both of these out just for now.
Just in case.
Okay, and then finally, what we're going to look at is all of our multi-access. There's not much in the system gateway. So we've got Jailbreak. I'll put it up here. So whenever we make a run on HQ or R&D, if successful, we're going to draw a card. And when we breach the attack server, we're going to access 1 additional. So that's just, the value there is phenomenal. It's a multi-access card that costs you nothing. Cookbook is a resource. Install a virus, place a virus counter on it. I'm not heavy enough into virus. I've got a couple of viruses here. This is not going to be enough value for me. The Anarchist Cookbook, though, is a pretty funny reference. Docklands Pass. First time you turn, you breach HQ. Access 1 additional card. I love this card.
Yeah. That's big multi-access.
Conduit. Big virus. I don't have the memory for it. It's out. Tranquilizer. Memory. Out. I'm not the virus man today. Then we have a couple of cards that are just messing with people. Tread Lightly being the primary example. Run a server. During that run, it costs them extra money to res stuff.
That can be really annoying.
Now, don't you love that? That's a nice little trick to have for 1 influence in an Anarch deck or something. Like, you don't really see it coming, then all of a sudden, no, you had it.
You got the money saved up, you can res the ice, you can advance the agenda score.
The extra.
But now you can just res the ice and then not advance the agenda.
Just res the ice, not advance the agenda. Okay, so where I'm going to go next is I want at least 1 source of multi. I think the 3 jailbreaks are in.
Yeah.
I don't see how those come out.
You got to have some sort of multi-access.
Now, I love the idea of 1 Docklands Pass because I'm a psychopath. find it, put it out, maybe it works. I'm going to leave these 3 tread lightlies in, just for now. I'm going to start cutting. I'm going to cut 1 echelon, 1 buzzsaw, 1 cleaver. Nobody needs 3 of every icebreaker. Come on, you ever watch Timmy Wong play the game? He has 0.
He has no cards.
He actually doesn't even play with cards.
Yeah, he just blazes his brain.
Somehow he's got 1 credit and 2 cards in hand, and he wins the game.
And a spreadsheet.
Yeah, just, exactly.
In his brain.
He just stares at you, and somehow he scores points. It's the craziest thing you've ever seen. Leech is so much value. I'm just going to leave it in there for now. I don't know of a world where I don't want a lot of Botuli. Especially like early on, you just drop it on that early R&D ice, and they're just like, dang it.
Yeah, they're just bleeding cards.
I'm going to do all 3 Wildcat Strikes. They draw me cards, they get me money. I'm going to do all 3 Smart Wares. I'm going to do all 3 Overclocks, all 3 Sure Gambles.
You need 40 cards?
I think I need 40, yeah. I'm going to do 2 Penny Shavers. I don't need... once one's out, these are dead.
Yeah.
So I want to get one out rather early, but, maybe I don't need that many. Verbal Plasticity. I don't like 3 of these.
Brett says, I've tried so many times to play Timmy Wong decks before I finally realized he exists on a different plane than the rest of us.
Yeah, it's not fair or possible. I'm looking at 1 Mutual Favor. I like the 1 search card to fill in the gaps. I think it's nice. I don't think I'm going to have the influence for red team. We're already getting pretty tight on that.
Benjamin Lyon says, LOL, I love the thought of the logical progression to you saying how he plays was eventually saying he doesn't exist but still wins. James Morgan asking if we've ever played the X-Men TCG on Throwback Thursday. Just pick up a 2-player starter. What's an X-Men TCG? I've never even heard of that.
There's an X-Men TCG? All right, let's see where influence is here. 6 for Penny Shaver. 7, 8 for Echelon. We'll go 11 for Mutual Favor. 12, 13 for 2 Tread Lightlies. 14, 15 for a Docklands Pass.
He's done.
I like it.
And how many cards are in your definitely playing stack?
I like that a lot. So I'm gonna stick there and we'll test it. We'll play it and test it. And then we got the leeches and the cleavers. So let's just scoop all of this up since we just organized it all and see where that leaves. I'll probably drop in some mayflies for those early accesses. VRcations out of here. And then we may have to add some cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 17, 18, 19, 20.
That's right, Dylan. We're just using the original system gateway at this point. We'll probably do when we get those 1,000 subscribers, we'll probably do a, no, just kidding. We'll probably do a follow-up with an expansion at some point. How many you got?
I've got 38 with my plasticities, and I'm going to throw those mayflies in there for some early nonsense.
And you get to witness my deck building process.
And then if I'm adding cards, I'm going to just be redundant on my breakers here. I think that's the best. That's the best idea. I can put in 1 cookbook over 1 mayfly. If I see it early and I've got a couple of viruses in hand, I might play it. And that's it. There we go. 40 cards. We did it.
All right. Brace yourselves.
All right, here we go.
It's been a minute.
Zach Bunny in the house.
Stretch. Yep. That's the first thing you got to do in your deck building.
You don't want to pull a brain.
Get nice and it's my brain. So I think last time I was on NBN in the pre-con, so I'm not going to do that.
You're a whaling man.
I'm just kind of tired of hearing about giant news corporations.
Remember, didn't I tell you this? I thought the future was going to be like really about bioroids and clones and stuff, and it's just about information.
Yeah, that's the phase we're in.
It's just NBN, man.
Yeah, I do typically lean towards the Wayland. So let's look at I always start with looking at the identities. So whenever you advance a card, gain 2 credits if it had no advancement counters on it. So assuming we key off of that, it's going to be looking for a bunch of cards that do just exactly that. That I want to advance at least once. So we'll start by looking at the Wayland cards, and then we'll consider our influence uses. Especially from like a starter set like this, I'd like to kind of see what the faction is telling me it's wanting to do, and then make decisions from there.
So a pretty tiny card pool too.
It's a very tiny card pool. First, we have Ballista. So this is a piece of ice. This is what I'll install to stop Steven. It's a century. It cost me, this is the cost, right? Cost 5?
Yeah.
And this is the strength,
Yeah.
4. And the only subroutine it has is trash and installed program or in the run. Dealer's choice. I like that a lot. Not bad. Then we have the barrier, which is Pharaoh's. 7 cost, so this is expensive. You can advance this ice, so that's already making me happy on the gain 2 money back, right? It gets plus 5 strength while there are 3 or more counters hosted on it, so it goes from 5 to 10. That's very expensive. I like that a lot.
It's very expensive. I like it.
Like, it's a lot for them to pay to get through. It's got 2 in the runs as well on the routine. So you're going to have to have Barrier Breaker to get through this thing, and also maybe have to get to 10. Next, we get Government Subsidy.
Yikes.
Spend 10, gain 15. Just gain 5, but you got to have a lot of money to do it. So be prepared. Retribution, play only if the runner's tag, trash 1 installed program or piece of hardware. So if I tag you, and that goes in line here, because this thing can possibly tag you. A lot of trashing coming out of old Wayland, House of Wayland.
Yeah, it's good that they kind of found their spot.
Yeah, besides just killing you.
Yeah.
Malapert Data Vault. Cool looking art. Whenever you score an agenda from this server, you may search R&D for 1 non-agenda card, reveal it, add that card to HQ. That's a cool asset or upgrade. Then we get the Clearinghouse. You can advance this asset. That's already liking it. It costs 3 to trash. When your turn begins, you may trash this asset to do 1 meat damage for each hosted advancement counter on it. Interesting. I like the fact that you can advance it. Makes it look like it's an agenda. Then we have Above the Law. 1 copy, I think. Is that it? 1 copy of it? Makes me sad.
1 copy of Above the Law.
Hold on.
Sounds right.
Should make sure it's not in here. Seems like it.
Anarchist Cookbook.
3/2. When you score as a agenda, you may trash and installed resource. Limit 1 per deck. That's why there's only 1 copy.
There you go.
Hi, guys. All right. So let's look at the neutral stuff really quickly. It's the appropriate amount of card pool for me, honestly, at this juncture. We have the Palisade. While this ice is protecting a remote server, it gets plus 2 strength. It's a barrier. Not bad. Tithe. 1 cost, 1 strength. Do a net damage, gain a money, so it doesn't stop anything. Just gets in the way. White space. The runner loses 3 if the runner has 6 credits or less in the run, but 0 strength. Code gate. So as soon as you have a breaker out, that's going to be a problem.
I tend not to.
Yeah. Hedge fund. That's going in. Regolith mining license. It's an asset. When you res this asset, load 15 money onto it. When it is empty, trash it. Action, take 3 from this asset. That's an economy card that's going in for sure. And how many agenda points do I have to have? So my
I think you go 49, and then you have to have 15. Does that sound right?
And the Corp usually wanted to play at 44 cards, because 45 is where the agenda count had to go up.
44 or 49, I think, was the 2 I remember.
So I think 44, a certain number of agenda points have to be in your deck. If someone knows the answer to that, let me know.
That is true. Somebody does know the answer.
Superconducting Hub, a 3/1, like those. When he scores agenda, you may draw 2 cards. You get a maximum hand size of plus 2. So I tend to favor the little agendas.
Babies.
It's just how I've played forever.
Yeah, you don't like the risk of big agendas, you know? You like to feel it
44 card deck, 18 to 19 agenda points. So I want 18 agenda points and a 44 card deck. So those will probably be going in. Let's see if any of these can be advanced. I guess they all can be advanced. It's the nature of an agenda. I was like, oh, it's so funny. Oh, God. Ooh, I like Off-World Office. Gain 7 when you score it. It's a 4/2. I mean, there is something about send a message. It's a 5/3. When you score it, when it's scored or stolen, you may res and install a piece of ice, ignoring all costs.
I mean, you can't hate that both directions, right?
If you have the fat ice, you know.
If you have the fat ice. Well, you're inevitably going to have at least something that costs 7.
Yeah, like the Pharaohs, right? Getting res for free. You score a 3-pointer, and then I just get a res it.
But, you know, first turn of the game, no unresed ice. I scoop it off the top. You're hosed.
14. How many did we say I had to have? 18. So I need 4 more.
Damn you, what's up? That's great. So someone from me say I'm joining the TC Discord in case anyone wants to chat about the game.
Yeah, we have a Classics game channel there.
I find a lot of great stuff in there. Yeah. Tons of Netrunner players in here.
All right, let's go here. Orbital superiority is in here as well. When you square this agenda, if the runner is tagged, do 4 meat damage. Otherwise, give the runner a tag. So there are some clever ways for me to give tags, but not necessarily want to go fully in that lane. So with this agenda stack that I basically have to run, I'm already at 10 cards. So good to see. Then I have all these other cards that could possibly be played. So let's see. I'm going to be looking for how many pieces of ice is normal?
12 to 15.
So let's just assume
you got newts too, don't you?
Yeah.
Get the neutrals over there.
Yeah. Where did those go? Here they are. I like anything that actually ends the run, which is not many of these. Barrier, sentry. So I need some good code gates. So I'm just gonna go digging for specifics. I'm looking for code gate piece of ice that stops them. Sentry. Not that one. It's not going to be a Genteki, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, yeah? You trying to stop the run? Where are you trying to stop the run? Remember what Damon said circa 1998?
Thoughts and feelings.
Corpse will do really well if they stop being afraid to run in the run ice.
I don't know what to tell you. I like the in the run.
He ultimately was right.
Amusements.
I watched some of those old interviews I did with Damon. I look horrible.
You look horrible?
Yeah.
Just rough or something?
I think I'm wearing I'm in many of them I'm wearing this exact same shirt. But I was just a child, you know? Just a child.
Things have changed.
But my brain was adult.
Jason likes I like the in the run ice.
Perception is reality.
That's it. That was the thing I was quoting.
I could have talked about that for seven hours with him. Perception is reality. Really?
Tell me more.
Do we really want to?
Yes. He did.
He really did, yeah. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Jared. I guess the whole exclamation point Discord thing is a thing that is a thing that Twitch things do, or maybe. You can find our Discord. Just go to teamcovenant.com. It's in the footer. It says Discord down there. You can get in that way. Do I have a link to that? I think I have the Cov link. Bryce, can you pop that up to the Discord link? I think that's it. Cov.link/Discord. Is that right? I think that's right. Is Bryce even here? It's kind of eerily quiet. Did he finally, did that fire alarm finally ruin him?
Maybe. He has a fire alarm slowly killing him.
We pull up the community text number, so he's close. He's almost there. You can text that number though, if you want to talk to Zach. It's basically his personal cell, honestly.
Yep, you should reach right out to me.
Responds to almost everything.
But leave a comment though. That's really what you gotta do after this video. You could cue me up by just telling people to text. It's kind of fun.
That's exactly right. Yeah, please, just an onslaught of texts about how much you want to see Netrunner. Cardboard Cast, glad to see you here. Super Fun Force getting into Fab a little now, too. Uh-oh, hello. It's good stuff. I feel like great games. I mean, Netrunner's a great game. Fab's a great game. It's a great game. These are games made by thinking people. Have you built a deck over there yet, man? I was talking, and like I had it all done pretty much immediately.
I didn't. I was interacting with people while you were doing that. And, you know, here I am reading cards.
Something you're not wont to do, honestly. You read them at the first, but then you won't read them during the game.
I don't like reading cards now. You're right.
Somebody give me a TLDR. If you're a Netrunner player currently, if you're playing a lot of Netrunner, where are you playing it? Is it primarily Jinteki or TTS or whatever the kids are using? Or are you playing in person? And obviously there are difficulties with that now. So it's not a statement about the game. I'm just curious. And then what's the meta like? And can you explain the meta to me in parlance that I will understand? You know how Netrunner players are? Like back in the day. I mean, I was the same way. It's like, yeah, you know, like noise triple sucker is like dominating our local meta. And it's like, if I don't know what that means, it means nothing, right? What's up, Biscotta77? Sorry for tuning in so late. My last school day before winter break is today, and as much as I love watching you guys play Netrunner, I'm going to be mostly busy today.
Yep.
You remember that day?
Yes.
The day before winter break?
I love winter break, dude.
The concept of life stopping for a second and you actually getting to enjoy it. What an incredible thing that was.
Weird how that works.
Before you got placed into the blender of adult life, put on puree for 50 years. You remember what that was like?
Just getting to live your life.
Christmas.
Not getting...
Summer. 3 months of summer vacation. 3 months?
12 weeks is a long time to do nothing.
Somehow I found a way.
Yeah. Life does that.
All right, let's see what's going on. JNet is most of it still, apparently, so Jinteki.net. What a revolution that was.
Apparently there's some weird... Not weird. There's some big patent thing happening with Netrunner and Wizards that is supposed to be published later this month. Whatever they're filing
Publishing
for.
what they're filing?
Whatever. Some documentation.
Something to ruin? I'd hope they do it, honestly. I don't know if Yenisei folks hope that. Would they do it as a collectible? I mean, why wouldn't you right now? Everybody's paying $1,000 for MetaZoo nothingness.
Yeah.
You may as well put out a good game.
I would not be shocked.
A few places are opening up to in-person play. Meta is wild right now. Most recent SBL changed it up pretty good. Lots of Max, but 4 flavors. Corp is wide open. Netrunner saying Meta is currently Fast Advanced Corp and Anarch Runner. So, sounds like core set. Dan Bremer plays with a small group at a local brew pub. Fantastic. Frank Levi, or Levy, saying 2-player meta with my daughter at home. Nice. You love that. Come on. Lily Mac playing on Jinteki, 60 card Max Anarch. 60 card? Oh, I guess because she's discarding every turn. And HP Precision Design, sort of Fast Advanced 1 Worlds. Scott Carlson, I've heard that name. Hey, Scott. I do most of my playing at Jinteki now. Local has taken a hard hit with the loss of retail. I can get a couple games with my friends when I talk them into it. Brian Cassidy playing on Jinteki.net mostly, 1 time a week in person. Meta's Fast Advanced Precision Design and Controlling the Message. Wasn't there a big stink about how Controlling the Message should be banned? I feel like I've been hearing that for the past 4 years. Runner is Huge Deck, Max, Good Stuff, Criminal, and Shapers exist in the back tables. Okay, so Shaper not quite there right now. I don't know, you know, sometimes when Shaper was really good, it was really bad for everyone else. Aaron Clark, just checking in. You guys see the Asmodee sale? Absolutely. We did. Crazy. They made it happen. Pretty wild. That's a lot of money. But it looks like it's going to and this is all, I haven't done any research, but all the kids are saying that whoever's buying them actually wants to do good work. We'll see. We'll see. Stefano Kavan is saying, "Hi, Mom, I'm on Steve's phone." Right here. You can see it.
That's funny.
That's right. Mike Cook says the new Magic set is beginning previews this afternoon. It's going to be a futuristic version of Kamigawa. So current speculation is that there will be a Netrunner themed secret lair. Would you buy it though? Would you buy it?
Netrunner themed Magic?
Is that what it would be?
That's what they are.
What's the point? Nobody cares about Netrunner unless it's the system. You could literally put ponies and insects and I can't even think of anything less enticing. What else could you put on it? Construction? You can make a game of house construction in the Netrunner system and it would be compelling.
I think I got there. Secret deck. I gotta surprise you. Can't tell you all my secrets.
Alex Becker saying, taught my buddy the game a few weeks back with the original Netrunner core set. That's worth about $16,000 these days.
Jeez. Really?
No. Yeah, got you interested all of a sudden, huh?
It's like I have a box of Netrunner somewhere.
I sold all mine a few years ago.
Yeah. We see who the archivist is among us. What's that? Do you have the regular tokens?
Dude, check this out. Look at this. Jason Leung said, so we have a weird situation in Norcross where we have 2 huge card game / board game stores just opened in the same shopping center, 1 minute walk from each other.
That is bizarre.
Kind of awkward. He says, shopping center at least 2 spaces to game stores at the same time. That's hilarious.
Usually there's a clause in the leases that would say, you know, you can't sign another business without my permission that is of the same.
That's super funny.
Yeah.
They better find their niche, right? Dylan saying he would think it's the other way around, Netrunner system and the Magic sets theme. I don't think they have to buy the license, though, to use the system. That's the untested water of game mechanics.
I mean, even look at Nisei rolling.
Yeah, like, how do you even... Gosh, if you start trademarking mechanics, it gets crazy. But it could get crazy. There was a question one of you guys asked that I was going to answer.
Man, I'm excited. We're about to play Netrunner.
I know, right? I know.
The official Netrunner. I'm using these. I like these green ones.
Max, I'm playing in person old days Netrunner in New Zealand, mostly with a couple friends and my wife. That's cool. Jason Gleason says, is MetaZoo not good? I'll tell you this.
I don't think so.
I don't think it is. I haven't played it.
I almost played it.
I've seen a number of people playing it. I looked at it online and saw the gameplay and whatnot. No, it does not look like a game that started with, we have an awesome system like Netrunner and we're going to make a game. It doesn't look like that to me. We've been on this grind quite a while. I think you can kind of smell them.
You have credits?
You still asking that question?
Yeah. You got any of them Netrunner tokens?
Do I have Netrunner tokens? Look, I got the gold ones. I'm gonna get those cyberpunks. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to use those viruses. This will be the first time I get to officially use them.
Whoa, where did these come from? Were those holiday tokens at some point?
I think these were made in holidays last time. Who knows?
Those are fire.
Woo!
Slap your
Wait,
grandma.
do we only have the greens?
No, the
Oh
pinks.
no,
Yeah.
I'm gonna use the pink.
We're back.
Back, maybe.
This.
I'll put him here, but I won't use them, so just be aware.
5 cards?
Just store him in
that right?
Netrunner. Yeah.
So
5, and then it's a mulligan that I think is always underwhelming. I can't remember.
5 cards, 5 money? You just reshuffle, right?
I think you reshuffle, yeah. Oh man, I got Synodef.
I'm gonna mulligan this stinker.
How many agenda did you have?
Bizcata wants to know if we're doing another holiday favorites video like we did last year. I want more Crokinole action. No, not planning
That's
to.
what we should do next week.
Is that what we're doing?
Let's play another Crokinole. We should do Crokinole and Nightmare Before Christmas.
So on Tuesday, we're doing our last stream of the year, which is a throwback to the Nightmare Before Christmas. Again, got that Christmas Town set brewing.
That game is so cool.
And then we're trying to figure out what to do Monday.
Speaking of bad games, also, it's not great either, but it's fine.
It's
totally fine.
More than meets the eye.
Yeah.
It's not Transformers. All right, I mulliganed.
Oh, come on.
Hope that goes better. Okay, ready?
Yeah, I'll keep this. I mean, it's really not what I should do, but
Draw because I gotta.
Zach looking at his hand, considering his options here. I just did
Draw a card?
commentary the whole time. First click draw. Digging for ice, potentially.
Hedge fund?
Ooh, a hedge fund. So he's leaving one server open here. I'm definitely going to be taking a look. He's got to choose which server I'm taking a look at. He's going to have to move his click trackers if he's going to play Netrunner successfully. Also, you'll notice playing, again, like a psychopath.
Sir, I'm playing based around the camera.
With his deck way over on this side of the board, you know.
I need the cards to come this way because I can't play over
You
there.
can scoot it forward too. You got plenty of room to. You can come this way. You can get above our little faces.
Oh my god, so much room to play with here. Okay, then I will third click.
How many agendas are up there?
Protect my hand.
Oh my goodness, he says, there they are.
Or maybe he's messing with them.
That's not the face of somebody messing with it, man. No way.
Sometimes you just get all the agendas.
He'll be a short one.
The greatest design flaw. That may be the only design flaw.
I think it's necessary, man. I've come around on it.
I don't.
I don't think it's, well...
I don't know if there's a way around it. I just don't think it's a feature of the game. It's a bug.
You can fix it with a mulligan rule. You can absolutely fix it with a mulligan. Reveal your hand with X number of agendas, take a mulligan. Reveal your hand with X number of agendas, take a mulligan. Yeah. Mulligan until you have one or less agendas or something, right?
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, but kind of the tension of it is kind of exciting because playing out of a flood is the most exhilarating thing you can do in it. Right?
If it's successful.
Which you may well do. All right, let's play a leech.
Is that they get the counter every time? Is that data sucker?
Yeah, it's data sucker.
Bill be saying the legendary Covenant card overlay. There it is.
Second action, we're going to run R&D.
This
Successful access. Look at these new cyberpunks. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. Have that back. Third action, smartware distributor, and last action, 3 on.
Draw it because I got it.
Economy.
We're back.
It's always like turn 2, and you're like, this game is so good.
Alright, let's play a predictive planogram. Resolve one of the following. As the runner is tagged, you may resolve both instead. I will draw 3.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here we go. Might as well get the shovel. We're gonna bury the bodies on this one. Boy, you better go remote pretty quick. Zach's hoping the runner doesn't have a way to get into any... Okay. He's comfortable with his HQ ice. He likes it.
Let's get rid of...
Can you imagine doing that at like a tournament? It's like, how obnoxious.
No. Yeah. Okay. Over to you.
All right. Not knowing what Netrunner ice looks like anymore. First action, I'm going to run R&D.
This thing?
Yeah.
This here? Let's pay 2 for white space. 0 cost code gate.
So I get 1 off the start.
First subroutine is the runner loses 3 credits.
What?
Second subroutine is if the runner has 6 or less, they end the run.
For 2?
Yeah, but 0 strength.
That costs 2?
2.
Whew, that's good early ice. You fool.
You fool.
Okay, you got 7. What can you res with 7?
Every ice in the game. There's nothing that costs more than 7.
If I can't lose 3 credits, I don't lose 2, do I? Like the old toll booth trick?
Are you still in the run?
Yeah, I would. I'll run HQ, second click.
This thing?
Yeah. Does it kill me?
No, but we will res. A Pharaohs. Whew. First subroutine, give the runner a tag.
Ugh.
Second, third subroutine in the run.
Okay. Well, he's out of money. This is what we know.
Yeah. It's true.
Second click. Dare I take a tag for one turn? No, you can't do that. You can't do it. Third click, let's drop. And last click, let's remove a tag there.
Ryan Farrell says, so glad to see you guys do Netrunner every now and again. I'm constantly tempted to get your data token set even though I don't play the game anymore.
Wonderful.
You got rid of the tag?
Got rid of the tag.
It's a crying shame.
I got rid of the tag.
Okay. Let's advance this Pharaohs to gain 2 money.
What?
First time I advance it.
Oh, right on. Yeah.
It's my ability, you see.
Cost you 1 to gain 2?
Click for 2, yeah.
Did you have 1 to start?
No.
You got to pay 1 to advance.
Oh, I forgot that part of the math.
Yeah.
I thought it was just an action. That makes more sense.
Gain a credit, advance, gain 2. So what it essentially...
You
pay 1, gain 2, yeah, so that's fine.
Yeah, that's less appealing now. But I do need money.
It's a race to break Pharaohs right now.
Let's gain a credit. Advance Pharaohs to gain a credit. And then we'll install here.
Did you spend a credit to advance that in there?
Spend 1, gain 2.
Nailed it. Well, that's obviously potatoes, and there's nothing here of value. It's got trap written all over it. Why in the world would you put something down? You can't even score it out next turn.
You know, you're right.
It's so illogical that I'm going to check it.
Giggity giggity.
Because that's the way I play.
That's so illogical, I gotta check
I'll
it.
put anything. Okay. First click, let's draw.
Derek says, I got the data tokens to use them for everything else. Reminders of a better time.
Second click, I'm going to install a fermenter. It's just going to get me money. Starts with 1. 1.
Every turn it gets a virus. And then
Yeah.
eventually you can trash it for cash.
Yeah, gain 2 for 1. Now you can purge, for 3.
It's just
3
brewing.
actions, so
Yeah.
just watch out.
Yeah. Man, those viruses are really popping.
They're so good, right? Yeah, I can't. It's a shame we didn't release them back in the days. Third action of the software distributor. Fourth action, we're gonna click that one up.
He's dripping all over the place.
He's dripping everywhere.
Start my turn. All right, draw a card.
Oh man. Whatever sack of potatoes you got back there has got to be worthless.
I'm gonna res it. Regular mining license comes with 15 credits.
All right, you can go up to what? How much you get per click?
3.
The cool kids just use power tokens. How many has it got on there?
Oh, I see. I take
You take
3 at a
5
time,
tokens,
so I need
yeah.
5 tokens.
Yeah. Look at those though. Powerful.
All right, then we'll click, gain 3. Click, gain 3.
That's a powerful economic situation.
6. Yeah. Powerful, yeah.
Probably. I gotta get through that zero cost code. Yeah, that's a pain.
Let's see what you do. Install here. We're going wide, ladies and gentlemen.
One of those. All right, 2 at the start of the turn. Virus counter on fermenter.
Cheesecat says, Cheeserat says, how old do you think kid needs to be to teach them Netrunner? It depends on the kid, honestly, but I would guess like 10 to 12 is probably when it starts clicking.
How funny.
Lucas, Resing does not cost a click.
First action is going to be draw.
Mr. Telespectador says 6-year-olds, I think. Kids nowadays are super smart. Brian Cassidy says 4 years old. I don't know. It depends on the kid.
Second action draw.
Super villain, that's awesome. Netrunner is High Found TC. Thank you all for the amazing tutorials and demonstration of games a couple years back.
Third action, a Botulus on your Pharos. I can break with virus counters there. And last action, click on the software distributor there. You remember the players that would put the click trackers on the things they did? Those were the good players. I liked playing against them. Where it's like 1, draw a card. 2, make a run. It's like, yeah, that's nice. That's handy.
Seems handy.
It's handy.
So you can bust through next round once. It's fine. Let's pay 1 to install here. And then let's click for 6. Oh, it's a little baby 5.
Yeah, those are the smaller ones, huh? Those are so good, right? Okay, start of the turn. Virus on, virus on. 2 come over from the drip. First click, we're gonna gain 6 here.
Woo-wee.
I'm afraid of the purge, honestly.
Yeah, that's where we're heading next. You don't use them. Hydra, I am here. Where is the noise? Noise retired.
Second click, we're gonna sure gamble.
Pay him.
Trade a 5 for a 1 there. Third click, we're gonna run HQ here. Take a tag.
Take a tag.
Take another.
Ah.
Oh, an agenda. Well, who could have thought those were in there?
Is there anything when you score it?
When you score this agenda, do you score it? Huh. Fascinating stuff right there. I'm gonna shake the tag. Lost click.
Over to me?
Yeah. And I also get a little virus counter there.
Alright, let's click here to gain 3. No trashes. Let's play government subsidy, gain 5.
Well, now we're Wayland. This is what I call Wayland.
Yeah, and let's install here.
I think you're gonna score that one, dude. I just hope it's not great.
I have a feeling that there's a touchdown.
I got money for days, man, but I don't have breakers for anything. I started my turn, 1 on botulism, 2 from the drippers.
Igor saying, nothing better than watching Netrunner gameplay and then revisiting the Matrix trilogy later after the stream. I just rewatched the entire Matrix trilogy.
First click draw.
The episode 4 is coming out. I don't know if you're aware or not.
No, well, yeah, I'm lightly aware.
And that series of movies makes way more sense now that I'm not 12 and I understand the internet. Back then, it was just like, oh, they're so cool. robots and fighting and slow motion bullets.
Second click draw.
And the second and third movie were better than I remember them. And also, the second one particularly is so fascinated with itself. There's scenes that just go on just to be cool. And it's like, this is really, you're making it less cool. It's too much.
Well, I don't know, man.
It's like lightsabers in the prequels. It's like you can't have them in every shot of the movie and be cool still.
You can. I mean, you can, though.
No, not cool.
You can have them there.
Yeah. It's a normal Kentucky pickle.
What is this? This is a sack of potatoes, too, right? This is just, you're just getting stuff out of your hand.
I love rando agendas that just sit there for a minute.
Yeah, that's definitely what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I had
That's
a handful.
definitely why you didn't advance it ever this whole time.
Well, it could be it could be a 3-1 just waiting to go. You know what I mean?
I feel like it's one of those regolith things just sitting there. Well, the fact that you're reading it so heavily means it's not, because you've already seen that one, so it's a new thing now.
I don't know. Man.
I don't know, man. Who could know? Who could know?
I'm excited about it, though. When I start advancing it, you're going to start getting nervous.
Third click echelon. Best breaker in the game. And fourth click load the smartware distributor. You took all the money.
Oh, here's some more.
That's fine.
I am the corp. That's my job.
He takes the money.
Mine?
Over to you.
All right, cool. Okay. Well, let's advance this card.
How many times? 3? And are you scoring it?
What
Or
does
is
an
it?
advancement look like?
It's the back of your credits. You remember? I never.
So this is an advancement. I don't remember.
Just take a credit from you. Yeah. That's the best way to do it.
Did I already pay a credit?
That's the way. That's the
I
way
don't know.
We used to
but
do it.
I gained.
This just came from the pocket, right?
I had one on that earlier.
Right.
I had this
Oh,
token.
okay,
I
I
just
see, I
didn't.
see.
I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
not
yeah.
using
Yeah,
my
yeah.
brain. But
Where did that come from? Yeah, that's one.
I just advanced it,
That's
but I gained 2 money when I do that.
When you advance anything,
The first time I advance something that doesn't have one.
that's awesome. Look at those tiny 5s. Those things are awesome, dude.
Yeah. It's actually the first time I advance anything, I gain 2. So I can technically advance 3 different things and gain.
Once, but it's the first time.
It's not first time. It's the first time I
Oh,
advanced
if it had
something.
no advancement counters. Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, then what I'm going to do is advance this 2 more times.
Yeah.
And we're going to score it. It's above the law. It's a 3-2. When I score this agenda, I may trash an installed resource. That one.
This one. That's a good one to do.
Let's just put this here. It's scored.
Scored. That takes care of 2 of the agendas in your hand. We've got 2 more in there, though, don't we?
Perhaps. Maybe this is the agenda, dude. Have you considered that?
I have. First click draw, because it is Netrunner. Nice. That's important. Oh, we get our drip. And we get our virus man.
Jason asking if we've ever played the Final Fantasy TCG. We have not. What up, pal? Drew's saying 7 virus tokens in the holiday package is not enough.
Yeah, you gotta get 2. That's the we're just dealing with sheet quantities and what our local manufacturer here in Tulsa can do.
But then you have a bunch of click trackers and power tokens you can give away as a gift
That's correct.
to a friend.
Second click, let's pay the old penny shaver. Got the console there. Third click, we're gonna run archives. I'm gonna get 1 on Leech.
Access?
Yeah.
It's a Urtica cipher. It's basically when the runner accesses this asset while it is installed, do 2 net damage plus 1 net damage for each hosted advancement.
Oh, so even if you don't advance it, I could take 2? That's what that is.
This? This here?
Yeah.
Nah, dog.
Draw, install, run, and then smartware.
Mine?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Draw because I gotta.
From Kuwait to Tulsa. What's up, Mashari? Hey, good to see you again. It's Netrunner.
Install. Advance here. Gain 2.
That's why it's been sitting there forever?
Yeah.
I'm not touching that, man. You can have it. If you did it, you got the bamboozle of the century. Congratulations. Don't need it. You did it.
Over to you.
Well in. I do want to check it, though.
It's either that or it's a sitting duck in my hand, you know?
Yeah. I think this is definitely of interest. Now, if you bamboozle me with this, and this was an agenda the whole time, you win. You have it. You did it. I mean, there's no...
He is simply enlightened. I'm just floating in the air.
There's no amount of me playing this game that will overcome that. First action, let's take a look at HQ. What do you think?
What up, Gavin?
Break them all. Gain 1 on Leech. Gain 1 on Penny Shaver. This is way more fair than Desperado. Now I gotta do the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ah, are you serious?
Oh, well. What? Is this this is an agenda card?
2 points.
Is that what I'm
Man.
looking for? I can't remember. I had to remember that. Interesting. They're just everywhere, aren't they?
Here, there, everywhere. Beatles wrote a song about it. Josh Trevino, what's up, man? Saying I miss the old data pack unboxing days when Zach would evaluate a card based on whether or not it could be pawned at the pawn shop.
So true.
ASOS pawn shop, man. Makes
Dude,
all cards good.
This card isn't good, but you can sell it for 3.
Right.
You get some value.
It reminds me of people in Destiny being like, yeah, but you can discard it to reroll.
Yeah, right.
It's like, you could discard any card to reroll. You may as well have cards that actually give you options.
These are all possible. Okay.
I've got 2 points here.
You do have 2, yeah. You got above the law there.
I guess I could just put this over here.
I feel interested. Second action, let's drop a Cleaver here.
Leave it to Cleaver?
Leave it to Cleaver. Third action, we're going to make an overclock run here.
Where?
At the remote.
Here?
Yeah, the
this
one
here?
that has the agenda. And I'm going to have 5 to spin on the run. You look a little sweaty. Oh, I didn't get my drip either. I'm dripping.
How much money you got?
Dripping. 5 here, and then 5 to spin for free. 5 real money.
All right, we're going to res...
And 4 minuses.
Bran 1.0.
Bran. I love Bran.
How many clicks left?
1 click.
First routine is I can install
I got a killer here.
piece of ice from HQ or archives directly inward from this ice, ignoring all costs. So I can install another piece of ice here. And then 2 in the run subroutines.
Barrier at 6?
Yep.
What kind of ice is in your archives there?
None.
Anything you want to install?
No ice.
How many cards in hand?
2.
You can't let it fire though, can you?
I mean, if you're going to get to strength, you may as well pay the extra. Well, you don't have to break it, I guess.
Because I'm paying 1 to break 2, you know?
Yeah.
Breaking 3 is inefficient.
It is. Yeah. It's a good piece of ice for this moment.
You got 13 left down there?
What up, Joe? How? Yeah. 13. Kia's Ash.
2 for +1 is garbage, though.
What do I got here? I like that.
All right, let's go -3 strength.
The mind games.
-3 there for the leech. And then we will pay 2 to break all 3. So we'll go.
So, let's see. Is there any negative to this thing you did?
No, no negative. That's the crazy thing about it.
It's not like the stem hack.
No. Just free money.
No res.
Okay. I'll access it.
You scored a 3 for 1.
Oh, hello. He called it. Let's get one on the penny shaver. Uh-huh. Last click, I'll draw. One of my favorite things.
Over me?
Yeah. And that was, let's see, hold on, I think I missed this too. Cleaver. Boom, boom. Yeah, okay. Right on. Vincent, can't believe I'm late to a Netrunner stream. That's right. Impossible. Luckily, you can rewind it. It's live.
Straw card.
You know, I can't help but notice you're not exactly advancing that asset over there as if it's an agenda that you just snuck past me. So, kind of feels like a sunk cost net damage card to me.
I'm gonna make your head spin. Let's
Listen here, man. I'm gonna make your head spin.
install here.
Can you believe that white noise doing so much stupid work over there? I can't believe it's taking this long.
The white space.
Yeah. Just a 0 cost, nothing.
I am gonna advance this card again. Over to you.
T-Swift style? Is that a 3 advancement over there?
You mean a 5?
It's funny because if you do a 3 advance here and go to 2 more points, and that's a 5. It's the greatest. It's like the greatest thing ever.
Would have been quite the bandangle.
I mean, it'd be worth having on camera, right? Can I justify playing poorly by saying that?
Just to witness it.
Yeah, I just did this so, you know, we could see it. First action, we're going to draw. Second action, we're going to Wildcat Strike. You can have me draw 4 cards or gain 6 money.
Cards in hand?
3 cards in hand.
Clicks left?
2 clicks left.
You can draw 4. I was asking, do you prefer to play Corp or Runner?
Runner every day.
I think Runner is funner. Seeking is more fun than hiding.
I think so. Yeah. You know, you just have to ask so many questions. Interesting. All right, dude, I'm gonna play it cool, man. I'm gonna play it cool. Third click, software distributor. And then last click, I'm gonna gain 4 basically. Place 1 on and then take all the rest off.
You got it.
This is where, you know, your beginner Netrunner players, this is where you would have pushed the gas there. Maybe it's right, but
sometimes you win.
I've learned that patience, when you're at 5 especially, is usually right.
All right.
I'm gonna overspend here. I'm gonna drop a leech from hand, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and an overclock from hand.
I am gonna advance this 3 times.
And leave it?
No. So the first advancement, I'm spending 3 out of this, but the first advancement is gonna get me 2 back.
So you have a 5. So 5 becomes a 2, and then it becomes a 4. So you should end up with.
I messed this
5
up.
becomes a 1.
So I had a 5, and I added 2. So let's do it one at a time. That ability makes me want to do it one at a time.
Yeah.
So I advance it once, which then gains me 2 back.
Random.
So I'm gonna replace these 4, these 3 with a 5.
There you go.
Then I'll advance it 2 more times.
There you go. What do you got?
Scoring a superconducting hub. When I score this agenda, I can draw 2 cards. I have a max hand size of 2. Or my max hand size is increased by 2.
Okay.
Over to you.
1 on, 1 over. Smartware. All right, we're playing a buzzsaw. First click.
Here he comes.
Second click. We're gonna jailbreak R&D.
So you look at 2.
Successful draw card and access 1 additional.
Okay.
I'm gonna pay 1 to break both subroutines.
You got it.
I'm gonna draw a card. I'm gonna gain 1 on Penny Shaver. And then I'm gonna look at the top 2.
First card.
Pass.
Second card.
Pass. Gain a leech counter. All in perfect order. Yeah, remember what that agenda does?
Mine?
No, I got 2 clicks. What card you got in hand there?
6.
Third click, we're gonna draw. Fourth click, we're gonna run archives, leech counter, and penny shaver.
Over to me.
Yeah. Just giving you some room, just in case, you know, just in case.
I'm just gonna purge.
What are you scared of, man? HQ
like
looking a little stuffed, looking a little full. You
There's only
afraid
so
of that
many-
botulism?
So many agendas in the deck, you know.
Huh. Well, that certainly feels like a signal.
all there has to be is a single 2-pointer in there for me to be a little nervous.
Doesn't it feel a little bit like there may be some agendas in your hand? That's interesting. One over from carpentry and etc. What does this mean? First time I'm gonna run R&D. Oh, I'm sorry, the other one. Archives.
I was like, you know what it is.
That's a devastating mistake. Second, I'm gonna do the same thing. This feels familiar. Third click, we're gonna jailbreak HQ. One additional, etc. If we get through. -2 strength. And then with cleaver, I'm gonna spend 2 to break 4. Draw a card. Is it after or if successful, draw a card when you breach the attack server, access one additional card. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 safe.
Regolith mining license.
I'll trash it.
Shion.
Gains me 1 and draws me a card.
You look at 2 cards, though, right?
Yeah, second one.
Now there's only 6.
6 it is. Well.
I was loaded like a Thanksgiving turkey. I just kept drawing agendas. Even when I drew, so I almost was clear, and then I was like, oh, I'll draw 2, have more cards. It's like 2 more agendas. It's like, what is happening? This is my long-term plan. Clearinghouse.
What is that?
I can res at the start of my turn and do a meat damage to you for every advancement on it. So
no way.
My next line is literally advance it 3 times and see what you do.
I didn't know that existed.
Yeah.
Well, now I gotta pay attention to this. You can advance it when your turn begins. You may trash it to do 1 meat damage for each hosted advancement counter. That's crazy. This is an important card to have in the game.
So out of the 19 cards left in my deck, there's only 2 agendas.
Yeah, that makes sense. Somebody needs to shuffle. That's beautiful. That was great. You want to switch?
Sure.
Do you want to build a different deck? Do you want to just swap?
We can build new decks if you want. What time is it?
You got any favorites? Any favorite faction? Your Shaper. You weren't really strongly in your under direction. Honestly.
I really liked Kit back in the day.
Yeah.
She turns the first thing into a code gate, right? It's like aggro Shaper.
Yeah.
It's for you.
Yeah, Scott wanted to know why you didn't kill me. That's a good question.
Well,
I don't know. If it goes to 3, do I have to check it?
There was
4?
When you had the 2 tokens on and I cleared, I was like 40% agendas in hand. And it's like, I can't just let him, he's just going to check for free.
I was going to jailbreak that thing twice.
Yeah.
Only did it once. I mean, I'll play this, man. I'll play this every day of the week.
I'll play it too. Let's just do it.
Let's just do it. Just flip it. Do the mirror. What's up, chat? You guys have been great.
Yeah, there was a couple moments where I thought about, like when I had 2 sitting there, just doing it.
This is you.
To try to get stuff out of your hand. And it's funny because I also set that up originally. Like I advanced it finally, and you only had like 1 or 2 cards in hand. And I had that card where I could like give you money or cards.
Yeah.
But I had so many agendas, giving you the money felt bad. So I was like, I guess I have to give him the cards.
Yeah, I was thinking, if he gives me the money, this gets really, really good because I have the full suite out. And it's like, how do you ever score?
You don't.
You don't. Okay.
I thought I was working my way out of it.
You were.
Because I think I mulliganed into 3 agendas and no ice, by the way.
Ooh.
So then I drew, and luckily drew a piece of ice.
Drew a piece of ice for HQ.
And then got money and
that's
installed
slaughter.
it. Yeah.
Gross. Okay. Rainbow VR there. Can you guys create the old Christmas pinata joke as a YouTube short so I can watch it whenever I want to easily? Yeah, I agree, Usual Human. If so, like, the crazy thing about Clearinghouse, if you defend it with a couple of good pieces of ice and then just advance it 5 times, 6 times.
Yeah.
The cool thing is you always have a turn. It would be very difficult to do that and also protect the centrals in a way that you're not just getting hammered on agendas.
Unless it's real late.
So,
but even then, they should have money in card, like the setup.
Yeah.
It's good pressure, though. Because if I have a 2 advanced thing, it could be a 3-point agenda. But it also being able to be advanced it 3 times, and you know you have to go get it.
Yeah. And especially if there's the cards, like when they're advanced, like the project Junebug, whatever it is now. Where, like, if that's a Junebug with 5 advanced on it, I die.
Yeah.
If it's a gateway, then I win.
You can run both in the same deck, too.
Oof.
It'd be nasty.
Disgusting. Why? That's gross. Like,
I had both in.
in.
There's one of the red ones in there that was in my discard pile.
Yeah. I wonder if Reveal has become more relevant in a meta that is doing that. But it sounds like a meta is maybe not doing that, so... Okay, Wayland. Advance a card, gain 2. Okay.
Just don't draw agendas and you're off to the races. I like the way the deck was playing otherwise.
You mean open the door?
I got it.
You are way closer. Oh man, these Cyberpunk tokens look so good. I'm so happy with these. And I didn't need more than 7, so there you go.
First in the pudding.
Sergio Perez, Netrunner is such a great game. My Magic friends and team and I started playing it in 1996, and we all felt it was mechanically superior to Magic the Gathering. Disappointing when it failed to really take back off at that point. Okay. Here's some click trackers again that I will probably not use well. Let's get a good shuffle. Get the flood stank off of it. HQ, R&D, archives.
Let's party.
Let's party.
This is a good time.
Like it's 1995. Start. Are you good? Mulligan wise? Start on my turn. Draw. Get 5.
We like to stop.
Ice. Baby. Baby.
Oh my word! 2 hedge funds. It's supposed to be Ice Ice Baby, not Ice Baby Baby.
It's my remix.
Ding 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 ding.
It's different, see?
All right, mine.
Yeah.
Play a smartware distributor. Let's check your deck.
Check the deck. I'm gonna res a white space.
Lose 3?
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's like the Enigma of old.
Ugh.
Unless you had a sure gamble in hand, then it's really bad for you.
All right, let's click. Put 3 here.
Dripping.
Dripping. Indeed. And then I'll put 3 more in there.
Whoa. Santa Claus. Just do it now. Get it over with.
Yeah, I don't really have a one-click solution.
First action, I'm going to draw. Second action, I'm going to draw. Third action, I'm going to install.
Start my turn. Drip.
I drip, drop, unravel when I time travel. My mind goes back to the beast at a battle.
Let's draw a card. Let's gain 3 money. Everybody.
Just clicking? Mm-hmm. It's stinky. You got nothing.
Say what?
I'm trying to remember what's in that deck, like explosively. We don't have to worry about stem hack anymore. Or like the thing that bypasses ice.
What is that called? Skips the first piece of ice. There's also Maker's Eye. One of my favorites.
Yeah.
The old deck check.
Okay, let's do... First action, install.
Inside job.
Right.
Paul hooked us up with that one.
Second action, install. Third action, government subsidy.
Card's name?
3.
Drip. Buzzsaw. Let's run your deck. Break both subroutines.
You got it.
Install. Break. Score it.
What'd you get? Ah.
Run your deck. Break it.
Did you pay 1?
No. Stays there.
What was it?
Can't tell you. And then let's gain a credit.
Okay. Draw.
It was Pharaohs.
Pharaohs. Well, we've got ourselves an interesting situation here. Ooh. First action, draw. Second action, install. This is worthless now. And third action, advance. Gain 2.
Drip. Wildcat Strike.
Money.
Gain 6. Money. Pay him. Alright, let's draw a card. Run here. What?
I just didn't think you would do that.
The true anarch over here. The giggle when I announced that is so funny.
right, I'll just res the white space.
There it is. So I can basically just pay 1 and break it.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, let's break it and see what you got.
Smacks us.
Mm-hmm. Take a peek.
You got an Urtica Cypher there.
Okay, 3 net damage.
Yeah. You can keep this one.
Buzzsaw, Botulus, Sure Gamble.
Right.
Um,
And trash it?
Yeah.
I think I have to trash it, don't I? No, I don't. I can just sit there. Trash it for 2? There's really no reason to, right? Unless you want a card.
Money for a card. I'm okay. Last click. Let's just draw a card.
Got him. Draw because I got it. First action, draw. Second action. I mean, what's it worth? 1 every time? It's worth 1 to 2 for me. I've got more money than you. Install for 1. And then third action. Let's install.
Group. Let's draw a card.
Usual human, yeah, you technically have to reveal what you lost from net damage just because the discard pile is face up.
Draw a card.
What's up, Edward? Yeah, I'm more quiet on Corp because I'm scared all the time. It's actually a very strange runner, too. It's hard to pin down. Hard to know what he's going to do at any given moment. It's just weird. It's just weird. Yeah. I like to have that banked up, don't you? Start of the turn, I'll get my regolith going.
Mm-hmm. That's a bunch of money you're just going to get.
Necessary draw.
What could go wrong? A corp with all the money.
Yeah.
I'm glad we don't allow that to happen in real life.
You're right. That would be a disaster, wouldn't it? Take 6. And then pay 2 here.
Mine?
Yeah.
Trip. Let's go 1 for Leech. 2 for Dockland's Pass. Let's go third click, run your hand.
Alright, I'll pay 5. It's a Ballista. Trash a program or in the run. Yeah, I think you choose.
Really?
Yeah, I think a subroutine fires. It's basically your decision.
If true, I'll end the run.
Right, I think that's right, yeah.
Let's draw a card.
It might be my choice. I don't know. Maybe it is. Let me chat. Do I choose either trash and install program or the run? It's got to be the runner choosing, right?
I think it's got to be you.
Really?
Because
he says Corp decides. Yeah. Okay, let's trash the buzzsaw, eh?
So the run's not over.
That's right.
I gotta see 2 cards.
You get a leech. It's a good one.
You got it.
I like that ice then. That's nice.
Then I'll draw a card.
Okay. Necessary draw. I'm gonna gain 6. And then install. I didn't get max efficiency.
We have the better agenda in hand. Dirty dog.
You may have it. Wait, that's the wrong card. Install.
Mine.
I would have lost it. DQ'd a game right there. You can't put an operation down there. I think that actually happened. I think that happened in one of my games at one of the worlds or something. I was like, oh man, I just put the wrong card in there. It's like, there's no way we can make this work. I don't remember. I think Lucas judged on that actually.
Let's run your deck.
Oh man. All right. There's a Feroz.
Give me a tag.
Yeah.
In the run. Let's sure gamble. Let's drop the tag. And then draw a card.
Okay. You got money. You'd have to have a lot of good money. All right, mandatory draw.
Destroyer says, man, I love this game. You guys have me digging out my cards again.
Okay. Wheel, you're not tagged. Got 1 leech. All right, first action, we're going to seamless launch. Place 2 advancement counters on 1 installed card that I did not install this turn. Second action, I'm going to advance and then gain 2. Oh, that doesn't work, does it?
You could advance first, though.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah.
So we advance first, gain 2, and then play seamless launch, and then advance one more time. We've got an off-world office. We're going to gain 7.
Drip.
Drip, 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 drip.
Let's draw a card.
Thanks, Mark. Yeah, we appreciate that.
Let's run your archives.
You got it, boss.
Then let's mutual favor.
What's that do?
Search for an icebreaker.
Oh, right.
If I made a successful run, I can immediately install it. So it's kind of
You still have to pay for it, right?
yeah, but it's just a free virus.
Okay. Yeah. You found that Docklands Pass, too. I didn't ever find that. For me, you got any 3-pointers in here?
Yeah.
Yeah?
1.
1.
There's only so many agendas, and you have to use 18.
One special. I love it. There's one in there. Just go ahead and tilt a game in one direction or another. But which breaker are you going to get? That's going to tell me a lot. Dockland's process is crazy. I got to be super careful here.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I do not like this card.
Yeah, the one that... It's equal to all your other installed icebreakers. You're supposed to install it last.
Echelon?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have this fast access ticket.
Yeah.
But I also like just checking the top card of your deck every round.
It'll cost you.
Sorta.
Leech kind of makes it okay, doesn't it?
I really need both. That's the conclusion here.
Okay.
I also need Buzzsaw out. It's weird.
Crazy. Your whole you need all this breakers thing. You definitely can't let me win both these games.
Yeah, it'd be embarrassing. Let's just do
You're
it.
sneakily good at Netrunner.
I'm gonna get Echelon. Cost me 3.
It's got 1 strength. Bada boom. Counts itself. Yeah, now we're cooking with gas. Thank you for Photoshop Kid dance there.
Love it. Alright. Let's do the math. So I can make you... I'm at 1.
Make it sweat.
So I pay 3, 4. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go ahead and jailbreak
Nice.
HQ.
You're just gonna look at 3.
Yeah. So I'll give you minus 1. I'll pay 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll pay 1 to break that.
Right
So
on.
then I get this back. And then I can look at 3.
I'll shuffle them up for you. One at a time.
Yeah, so I draw a card as well.
Mm-hmm. Pharaohs.
Oh, I get to see all 3 here.
Good.
Good, yeah.
Government subsidy.
Okay, cool.
Ballista.
Good. Ooh. That's good to know. Over to you.
Draw the card. First is draw. Second is draw.
This is where it says, oh, I'm going to get some Nisei cards.
Third is install.
That's a fair house. You're going to set up the double dogged area. Drip. Oh, God. Son of a gun. All right, let's draw a card. We're going digging.
Cards where you can, or games where you can draw cards as an action is honestly probably one of my nearly necessary components. Time gets away with that because you just play out every turn. You don't build.
Botulus.
Come on now.
And then I'll load this in my last click.
You learn from the best over there.
You did build the deck. This comes in with a virus, right?
Mm-hmm. You're getting squirrely over here, man. Squirrely. First action draw. Second action install. Third action. Get away from my stuff, man. Third action install.
Oh, it's gone.
It's gone, dude. You
He just
won it.
nuked it. Crazy man. Crazy man. Mine.
Yeah.
Drip. Let's draw a card.
Netrunner above any game teaches you to shuffle your cards as a tick. Dane asking, how did the Pharaohs get trashed? I just installed over it. When your ice is infected with a virus, you need to just get rid of it. It's such a good answer to that card.
Wildcat Strike.
Come on now. Money.
Pay him. Let's go. Mayfly?
Oh, here we go. The old emergency eject button.
Let's tread lightly.
Oh, I love it. Look at who built this deck. This deck's sick.
Let's go.
It's a good question. So,
+3 to res.
when this run ends, trash it. Okay, you got 4 money. You're gonna have to work for it, but I'm gonna have to work for it too, aren't I?
Pay him.
Well, let's start working.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna cost me 6.
Woo-wee.
Indeed. For Palisade, it's 4 strength, it's on a remote. In the run barrier.
So... So yeah, some more than I want. So at least I have to make you do it. Okay. Let's go -2.
Yeah.
So then I'll pay 2.
Right on.
Pay 1 to break.
Right. You only need to pay 1 to get up to strength, eh? It's only 4. So it becomes 2 plus 1, is that right?
That's right.
And then 1 to break?
Yeah. Pay 1 and break.
Now we're gonna play a different game in Netrunner after this.
We sure are.
Yeah. So we're gonna Lara's Funhouse here. I'm gonna pay 8 for that.
Mm-hmm.
When the runner counters his ice in the run, or the runner takes a tag.
I gotta choose?
Yeah, you can take a tag or in the run.
And then I can either take another tag or keep going. I can get through. I can get to that card.
Oh, you can. You can. The Funhouse is all that's in your way, man.
But then I'm all tagged up. I'm good. You can hang out with your 1 money.
Okay.
I'll back over to you.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Now we're getting into that grindy Netrunner. This goes away.
That's right.
Pay him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this is crazy. This is actually... this is a nutty thing about this agenda, right? So I can advance, gain 2, advance, and score out a 3-2, if such a thing is under there.
Would be good.
But I'm open as a chicken coop, dude. At that point, there's no winning there. That's so bad for me.
You would be ahead on the scoreboard.
Yeah, then you're gonna like jailbreak, R&D, get 2 agendas and win the game.
It's going to be not fun.
That's essentially how that goes. That's so bad for me.
That deck's going to be like a piñata
It's so bad.
on my 4th birthday.
Oh, mercy. All right, we need
Step right up.
We need to get back. Okay, I gotta draw a card anyway, so let's see what that is. You're gonna force me to do uncomfortable things here.
That's what I've been trying to do the whole time and just finally got it there.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Do not like.
Alright, first action, gain 3. With the old planographic predictive planogram. Second action, I'll gain 3.
Oh my goodness, he was loaded.
If you were tagged, that would have been a world of pain.
See what happens, Larry?
And then last action, I will advance, gain 2.
I mean, this just seems like that was the logical play.
Well, now that you've seen it, not knowing the other options, you know.
Draw card. Draw card.
Taurus 88 says we keep reminding them of Rounders with Pay Him. Is that from Star Wars?
No, that's from...
Is it from Rounders?
I think it's from Rounders, right?
Yeah, Pay Him.
Pay that man his money.
Yeah, that's Rounders?
He beats me.
I always thought that was
Straight
like
up.
Sebulba when you said that.
It's, what's his face doing a really bad accent. I forget what that's from. I forget the name of the actor, though. He's, like, super famous.
Inigo Montoya or whatever? Kill My Father?
No, it's,
Man, that Tread Lightly man was so good. You're so weaselly.
oh my gosh, what's his name?
What's up? Sarah Sinar from Australia.
John Malkovich.
Yeah, John Malkovich, that's right.
What were you saying to me?
Nothing?
About a weasel?
I said that Tread Lightly was so good. I was riding high till that happens. Riding high, man.
Let's take a look. I'm going to poke here and see what happens.
Come on. Just a one? Just a one.
Just
a singular access. No fancy business.
Just a one.
How many agendas are in this deck?
9 or 10. But there's like 4 ones or something. 5 ones.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is gonna hurt. There's no getting around this. This is gonna hurt. You and I both know it's an agenda. That's the problem.
I got that feeling. Yeah.
We've not seen one come down for a while. This has kind of been stuck here for 2 turns now. I had no money.
It's probably just another money card, though, you know?
I'm gonna let it happen. But if it's an agenda and then I have to res this the second time anyway, I'm gonna be very furious.
Let's give me that 3-pointer from half court.
You want to access?
Yeah, definitely.
No res.
Oh.
Yes. Now, if you're...
Stays there.
I was gonna say, if you're the guy that delays says score it, I hate that. Stare at it for 10 seconds, score it.
I think I will.
One action left, 1 life to live.
Let's get in mine.
The old Anarch sure gamble right there. Draw a card. What'd you see?
Not liking my odds.
I've got to be careful here. Honestly.
Yeah, you're gonna run out of money.
Once you get there, it's devastating. You know, once you get to the no money zone. And I know you have another Tread Lightly as well.
It's just like real life.
Yeah, that's right. It's easy to stay on top of the money when you have the money. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you were Daddy Fast Stacks earlier, like 20 money.
I was Dad's for sure.
And you tossed away that 7 cost card just because I saw the virus on it.
Yeah, I didn't need it. You got a leech over there? All right, dude. I mean, you'd have a lot of work to do here. But you go drip, sure gamble, install,
Run wild.
and then whatever the new stem hack is that's different. can't. I can't. I'm gonna gain 2 credits.
The old-fashioned way.
And then
gain 5 credits.
Government subsidy.
Yeah.
I'm not falling behind. I'm not sitting on those subsidies for the rest of my life.
Just what the corp needed.
Yeah.
Uncle Sammy. Let's run your deck.
Uncle Sammy. It's the same math we just ran.
Over and over. Yeah, I'll just keep checking. You can't win if I get all the agendas first.
I'm resident, man.
Ah, yeah, let's go.
That's one of the big boys. 7.
Barrows? Yeah, here we go. I'll take a tag.
That's right.
Let's drop the tag. Don't want to forget that. Because I can and will.
It's not important. I mean, what do you have to lose? Do I have Scorched Earth in here? Anything fancy like that?
You can just trash this thing or this thing.
That's hardware. Can't trash that.
Trash this thing.
I can.
It's my only economy right now.
That's true. You're playing the Timmy Wong game over there.
Let's play a penny shaver.
Oh, with all of your cash? Let's go.
Then let's load this thing for 3.
Mm-hmm. This is going to be devastating. Draw card. Okay. First and second are going to be advance. We're going to score A, above the law, and trash that resource. And we won't talk about it. We won't talk about that. Then we got 1 click remaining. Make sure these points are here. I don't want our friends to, to lose track of how I'm beating you currently.
Nice deck. Who built it? Just constantly one-up each other for no reason. You ever desperately dig in for more icebreakers and then just draw the same one you have them play? I never done that.
It's never happened, honestly. Now we've got a choice to make. Okay. Let's go last action here.
Over to me?
Yeah.
Draw a card. Draw a card.
Oh, I did. Thank you. I paid 1 too many for the Pharaohs. And I got 2 back. This forehand rewatched the Dave Hoyland Timmy Wong semifinal last night. Still the best game ever played on stream, and that's before you factor in Steven. Oh, well, that's nice to see. Having a breakdown in the commentary box. I was doing that. Was I doing that with Lucas, I think, at the time? That was fun. That was really fun.
Over to you. I just gained money.
Just a matter of time. First action. Well, we've just got to ask questions. Look at you over there, just muddling around.
Yep. Who built this thing?
For first action, install. Second action, advance.
Get ready for a wild ride. Woo! Ric Flair in the house.
Third action. Advance.
Woo! Mine? That's a Wildcat Strike.
Money.
He never gives me the cards. It's fine. Let's play a cleaver.
You trade a 5 for a 3 there? Are you doing our finances for Covenant as well?
There it is. It works.
Can I see a spreadsheet or something? Are we sure we have any money?
That'd be funny. I carried 2 zeros incorrectly.
Tora is saying, Zach, I think you're playing this wrong. You aren't hand chopping the server you want to run.
Well, that changes things.
The choppers are there.
No, it's fine. Because I have -1 strength. 2, 3. Yeah. I'll jailbreak your deck. So
That's a good idea.
I'm going to give you -1. I'm going to pay to get +1. And I'm going to pay to break. And I'll take the tag, I guess. Actually, let me just, before I do that run,
Sure.
gain a money.
Okay.
And then I'll run this as my last
Sure,
click.
sure. Ooh, that's good. Okay, so you draw a card?
Yeah, and I get a virus back.
First access.
Stays?
Second access.
Stays?
It's one of those games, huh?
It's alright. Your turn. This gets a click. Okay.
One of those games, really. for old Zach as the runner. Oh, it's a bummer. You know, that's what I'm saying. I just think you're going to end up running right through Funhouse. You're not going to care at all. You're just not going to care at all, man. Draw a card because I got him. You're just not going to care. But where does that leave me? Well, protect the house. Advance that. Advance it 2 more times.
Mine?
Yeah.
Draw a card. Let's go. Smart word distributor. Just load it. And then let's gain a money.
Draw a card.
He's put up a wall.
Okay. Let's go. Let me get some cash, potentially. Let's go credit. Advance.
I see you.
Advance.
Mine?
Yeah.
Let's draw a card.
I gotta discard one. I'll discard this.
Let's draw a card.
Whoever built this deck did a good job. Did a good job. They did a good job. Good builder.
Let's go ahead and take 2 here. And then gain 1 more credit as my last click.
Okay. Click credits. Okay. Draw a card as you do. And then how many cards you got over there?
5.
Oh, that's interesting. I suppose you'll run the server or
This over here? This
yeah,
one?
yeah, that one.
Never know. Possible.
You know, because you got the cash for it, I think. You know, just curious if you got the code gate or whatever, you know, you might need. You could have it, you maybe don't, I don't know.
I used to say really.
I'm gonna gain a credit. And then I'm gonna advance twice.
Oh boy. He might go left, he might go right. Rip.
Need 1 more credit here.
There's no way to know.
Oh wait, I've got a 5 advance. I've never been able to use this.
I'm glad we could finally achieve
How
your dream.
sick! Wow. You say play into our credit set there. I'm gonna discard a card here.
That's a big boy.
That's a big old boy down there.
Woo! He is just a heater. All right, let's I go boom.
What is this down here anyway? Interesting. That's interesting, dude. Interesting. What's up, Ryan? Can you just get into these Nisei? These are Nisei, yeah. This is the system gateway. Plus we took the starter decks and then we have built an Anarch and a Wayland deck per our. Ben Sweeney, yeah, we played Swords and Strongholds last year. So good. One of my absolute favorites.
All right, draw a card.
Oof.
It's around here.
Uh-huh.
It's a barrier.
Can you bring this code gate down here before you do it?
Or code gate. I don't need to break it.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna have enough money.
Sorry. Hold on. This is not the plan. Before I run, I'll draw a card. I'll draw a card.
You do the what is that card where you get 5 free money?
Overclock.
Did you read it right off the card just
Yeah.
now?
Third action will sure gamble.
Okay, here we go. The runner pinata indeed.
Then fourth action will run here.
Not even an overclock.
Go -1. Should I?
How many cards you got in your hand?
6. If that's the thing, I have to have 6 cards in here. -1.
Well, you'll discard down. You know what I mean? To 5, no matter what.
Well, if it's the net damage one. Actually, if it's net damage, you kill me.
How many cards you got right now?
6. Because it's 2 plus 1 for every advancement.
Yeah.
So let me rethink everything.
some suggestions, you know, just thinking about it. Ways you might win or lose, you know. Ups and downs, strikes and gutters, a lot of different takes, different ideas.
I don't think there's anything I can do to stop it. But I don't think it's that. So we're just going to run here.
Okay.
-1. Pay 1 to break it. Take 2 tags.
It's at 4 currently, yeah. Remote.
And I'm at 3.
With the old Cleavy?
-1.
Yeah. Right on.
Pay 1 to break.
Yeah. You got it. I was thinking you still have that Mayfly, I think.
Funhouse.
Ooh.
Double tag.
Well, hello.
Hit here. I lose 3. Oh, no, I'm still at 6.
That's good.
No, 6 or less. In the run.
Yeah.
How was my math off?
You were supposed to overclock it.
Yeah. Yeah. So then I face check into the code gate.
Yeah, you can just overclock it or whatever. Out of hand.
So bad. So then technically I spend 1, but then I have 5 more over here. Because I spent it all for this first.
Right on.
So technically I've overclocked first. Then we run head first into this train wreck. Then I lose 3. And then I still have more than 6. So I actually get to access the card. And
You want to, though?
Yeah, I just hope it's not the Jinteki version of this card.
It is not.
Okay, great.
It's a clearinghouse.
I'll trash it.
Cost you 3 and you draw a card and gain money.
I guess I don't need to. Yeah, I do need to trash it. Because then you kill me.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
Draw a card, gain a credit. Into the turn, I have to discard down.
Alright, what can we do about these tags? Okay.
This is a reminder, it's easy to lose at this game. If you're not paying attention.
Oh, man, weird. Okay. Install. I'm gonna go ahead and res it and click it twice. Regolith mining license there.
I guess I have a special run, so that'll happen. Mine.
Penny shaver as well. You get the penny shaver from this one. Yeah.
Drip.
It's crazy. It's so crazy. I don't like it at all.
Let's install another leech. Let's run archives.
It's a tithe. It's a sentry, 1 strength.
I'm gonna stop the net damage. And then, oh, this technically has an extra strength.
That's right.
And then
I get a money.
you can have money. Successful run.
You get to see a tithe and a ballista.
Sweet. Let's go ahead and 3rd click. Run here. There's blood in the water. I can smell it. Can't win if he doesn't have attendance to score.
does here. You want to keep going?
Oh, yeah. This is a sentry?
It's 4 strength sentry.
4, I'm at 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll reduce your strength.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pay 1 to break.
Mm-hmm.
Successful. So we'll put 1 here. 1, 1, and then we'll see 2 cards.
A little bit leaky.
Yeehaw!
A ballista and a seamless launch.
1 click left. Let's install a fermenter.
Money, huh? Big money, no whammies.
Gotta get past that Pharaoh somehow.
Mandatory draw. Click 2 for 6 more.
He's got the money.
And then install 1 here.
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
Boop. Straw card. Let's trash this and gain 4.
He found his code gate breaker, didn't he?
Let's not trash that yet. Hold on. No, you can purge. So let's gain our 4.
Sure.
That's the trick. Let's click gain 4.
Most money you've had all game.
That's right. And then let's click load this.
Mandatory draw.
The game's afoot.
The game is afoot.
Cardboard Cat's asking if this is the final stream of the year. We got at least two are coming next week. One's a Nightmare Before Christmas. The other one is to be determined. Some light votes for holiday themed fun and eggnog. See you, Cardboard Cast.
Well, let's think about this. Okay, all right, I get it. I see this.
David McCown says you can feel the tension right now.
It's pretty serious. I mean, we all know you have the code gate breaker. We're not surprised.
Why do you say that?
You can feel it. Of course.
You can feel the energy.
Of course you have it.
See it is for you. Enjoy the boat.
Shields are up in a weird way. First action draw. Second action, we'll take 3 more. Oops. I guess trade out 5 for a 2. Third action, we're going to trash your drip.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to discard.
Over to me?
Yeah.
Buzzsaw.
Who knew? Who knew?
Doop. Let's make a run on your hand.
Hand, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to get you to start paying for some things. Alright, it's a Pharaohs for 7.
Alright.
What's up, Badger Beam? Hopped over from watching last week's Star Wars CCG stream to say hi. Wishing you gentlemen a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Right back at you, Patrick.
Thank you so much.
Glad you're watching it.
Pay 4
Right.
to get to strength and break.
2 virus counters and then pay 2 to break 2.
Yeah. And then
You don't want to tag? You already got 2. Who cares?
I'll actually that's the wrong thing to do. Let's pay 2 for one of the strengths.
Okay.
And then I'll make this -1.
Okay.
And then I'll pay 1 to break. We'll put a credit here. We'll get the virus back. And we'll take a peek at 2 cards.
Same old cards.
Mm-hmm. Draw a card. Draw a card.
Necessary draw. Okay, let's gain let's install here and gain 2. Actually, excuse me, I'll gain 1 and then I'll advance, gain 2. May as well do it the right way.
Yeah. All right. Cost me 1.
Darling, I hope you love me just the same. What's up with that double leech anyway? That's a bull.
It's a play.
That's some bull. Merry Christmas, David. Take care.
Sure. Let's run here. So it's at 4.
Mm-hmm.
This is my barrier. So let's go -1. Break. Take 2 tags.
Imagine that.
Mm-hmm.
Playing the old tag me runner, huh?
Then I'll pay 1 to break both those.
Send a message.
Oh my goodness. It wasn't a bluff.
Or is that for free?
Holy smokearinis. Alright. Well, the game is afoot, eh? The game is afoot. Unexpected.
Winning agenda. I'm interested in getting to know this game a bit better. Do you know of any good podcasts about it?
I've actually never heard a good Netrunner podcast.
Not once.
Sigmar.
I heard one of them was doing a lot of fab now too, weren't they?
Everyone's doing fab now. To be honest,
it's just kind of the cool thing, I guess. At this point, it's kind of a cool thing to do. Yeah.
I mean, interesting, dude. Interesting. Sure is protect that deck. I don't know, man. I get this point Netrunner a lot where I'm just like exasperated about what to do. Alright, that seems fine. How many overclocks are in here?
3.
Ooh.
Asking for a friend.
I like those odds. Draw a card. Draw 1. Gain 2 money.
Necessary draw. Let's go. Hedge fund?
The money just keeps coming.
And double advance here.
So beefy.
You got anything in this deck that does anything with tags?
Don't know. There has to be something that does it.
Like a Scorched Earth or something?
That doesn't exist.
Nothing?
That's not in the card pool.
What's the downside of all them tags there? You can't play resources?
I mean, you got rid of my smartware distributor twice.
That's right, yeah, that's right.
And I have one in hand, and it's really annoying that I can't use it. Because I'm not paying 8. That mass is never going to check out.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Jiminy Christmas. First click, draw a card. Good. Second click, let's run your archives.
You got it.
I need to pay. Net damage is not choice, right?
Mm-mm.
That's fine. You can have one.
You paying any of it?
No.
Oh,
That's a good one.
that's a good one to get right there.
It's the only one I didn't wait to get, but that's okay. Put one here.
Ah, the old school
Yeah.
Anarch data sucker.
What do we got
man.
over there?
My gosh, it feels as I remember it. Funhouse and white space.
I'll be your white space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's gain 2 credits.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many do you have in there? How many of those? Gain 5. You can only play 1 though, right? You can only play 1 on your turn.
Because it's a runaway.
On the run.
Yeah. There's 1 on my discard pile.
Mm-hmm.
This moment feels like traditional Netrunner to me.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to eke it out. It's a bummer too, because you get that double advance card in your hand, but you have to have something out the whole time, but you need a server that I can't just hack into.
Yeah, we're working on that one now.
Yeah. But if you draw any agendas, it gets nervous with this thing sitting there.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of cash. All right, let's do a government subsidy.
Mm-hmm.
Bam.
Lazar asking about the current state of Netrunner since FFT's left it. There's a group called Nisei, Project Nisei, that's been doing content for years and events and stuff. They said they were just at PAX, actually. PAX Unplugged. But very lively community. A lot of people play on gentech.net, I think. Broac, yes, we are just playing with System Gateway.
I'm gonna pay 1. Here. It's just, you know, what kind of a person are you ultimately? Two here. Over to you.
Alright. I
Declare.
I'm gonna run archives.
Right now.
You can have money, I'm gonna break the net damage.
Okay.
So then I get, and then 1 here. And then second click, I'm gonna take this money. Let's get rid of 5. Third click. Oh, I did that backwards. I'm gonna run your archives again.
Sure.
So then this, and then these get loaded again.
Did I get money?
And then here you
Money
go.
again.
One more money, yeah. Then last click, we're gonna run your hand.
Okay.
Has it 10?
It is at +5. Yep, so it's at 10.
It's a barrier. So let me save 1. 6. Then I'll pay 2. Take it to 10.
Okay.
And then I'll break the not tag one.
Right on.
Yeah, then I'll go -1. Break.
Right on.
These come back. This gets a credit. You look at 2, eh?
Yeah. No, that's good.
Touchdown.
I think, yeah, I ran into the opposite problem of you.
You didn't have the agendas.
I had the middle game where I was like, ah!
Yeah, because there was a moment where I could not get in here.
Yeah.
For like 4 or 5 turns.
I know.
Any agenda you have the 3, you just score
I
and win
know,
the game.
they're everywhere down here too. They've got to be, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, oh my gosh. The mistake I made there is I forgot what I needed to do is seal up archives
To stop
with
this.
anything and then purge so that you didn't get free tokens. Because once this is here and then this is annoying, I've got a better shot at slowing it down enough
To like get what you need,
to get something over there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so tough. So my thinking going into that turn is if you run HQ and you miss this, then I'm looking in a pretty good spot.
Yeah.
And I feel like I can dump this over here and then
Play hot
advance
potato.
it and then get the old hot potato, add 2 advancements to it.
Yeah.
But then I'm still only on 6. So
you gotta do it again.
Super tough, yeah. And I feel like I needed something to punish those tags. Oh, orbital superiority was the out there.
Let me see it.
Runner's tag do 4 meat.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew there were cards in there that messed with that.
Yeah, okay.
You just weren't seeing the agendas, which are also those cards.
Yeah, and planogram, nice.
And planogram, right?
That's good.
People were saying that. Yeah, that's classic. So like early, I scored some free points.
Mm-hmm.
Mid game, you shut me out, and I didn't have the breakers, so I had to just start digging.
Yeah.
And then I kind of like advanced again, but you were almost to the point where it went back to you.
Almost.
Like you got this set up. As if this was covered,
I had to go to that double leech.
It gets really a problem.
Yeah, it's just like it's those things, and you know how you play the game, and then you're like, oh, I just forgot. Like
That's
you can
the
purge
strat
viruses.
here. Yeah.
Oh, of course. Like
Yeah.
I just haven't. I'm out of practice.
There's just all those little tricks to like actually get out of a certain situation. But like,
It's so good. This game is so good. Why is it so good?
super fun. You want to go
All right, we got some
top
Cyberpunk. Hey, grab these token sets. I think we're out of the Cyberpunks right now on the site.
I'll link
We're
to
going to
them
use the
real quick.
wait list to determine if we're going to make more of these tokens or not. We probably will do one more run if the wait list is sufficient.
I'm gonna link to that category on the.
Yeah, so if you do want them, just hop on that wait list and we'll make it happen.
And huge shout out to everyone who's been buying. Data tokens are our longest running token product that we still sell, and
It's amazing.
we joked earlier about the not being able to make money off this game, but seriously, the support we've received through data tokens is a big part of why we are even capable of continuing to stream Netrunner years later.
Did you see Tim Bunk come into the chat?
I did.
Hey, this game seems fun. Is it any good?
It's all right.
Yeah.
He's played it a few times in his day.
It's been around a little bit.
But yeah, this product continues to sell. Nisei continues to do a great job too. I've heard nothing but positive about them.
The thing is, if you're even on the fence about Netrunner, first of all, just jump over it.
Yeah, that system gateway starter is like
Just buy this.
it's what we've been playing with.
We've had so much fun with just the system gateway. Like, I would buy that and keep it on a shelf. If that's all that it is, then that's all that it is for you. But you could play that so much.
Yeah.
With all the different factions and deck builds.
How much does that start? Like $40-$50?
I can't remember. 40 or 50, yeah.
It's a brick of cards. Yeah. And then it's crazy. Couple, $100, $200. I think probably a couple $100 gets you everything that's out right now.
Yeah. Yeah, super solid. Hey, thank you for joining us, everybody. Hey, have a great holiday season. Have a great, hopefully it's relaxing and free of tension and stress, and hopefully you can get some amount of time off. I know it's really tough right now in a lot of places. So we wish you all the best, and thank you again so much for supporting us and what we're doing. I mean, so much of what we are in 2021 can be traced back to the success of Netrunner for us in, 2012?
So Netrunner started
2013.
in 2012. The dad tokens were 2013. That was a huge moment for us.
Yeah.
The number of people that were buying them back then really launched us into the next.
That was the next tier. Yeah.
Yeah, and then just all the subscribers throughout the years. I mean, it was 7 years of people subscribing to Netrunner through us. So huge appreciation for that community.
We appreciate you. Netrunner always has a very special place in our heart. And we'll see you guys next time. Take care.